Fine.
Well, because you said YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.
Yeah.
Oh.
no.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm supposed to be the token stupid one. You can't do this to me. This is betrayal.
Fix this.
You're
Fix it.
stealing her identity.
Okay. Is it working? Let's see. We are live on Twitch, so that's working.
Yeah.
And hey, we're live
Yeah,
on
it looks like it's
YouTube.
working. Yeah.
Okay.
I just went
I'm
over
gonna
and checked it. It's good.
Jade's stream pulled up on one half of my extra monitor,
Wow.
and Anonymous is on the other half.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can make sure y'all are paying attention. Oh, that's the secret, Adonis. We just have to make Trevor stream, and then we can snoop on him.
I literally have like my chat like not even shown for me, so even if people talk, I will not be able to see it.
I will, but not very often.
I'll
Well,
probably like look around here and there.
I was gonna say I can see both of your chats, but that's not true.
Pay attention. I just spoke up. Well, too
Such a
fucking
dirty
bad.
liar, Caleb.
I can't.
Mr. Dungeon Master.
That's me.
Dungeon whack.
All right,
Okay.
everyone.
I have a
So,
question.
I may have an answer.
Why is the river made of shit?
Because we're shitting it.
It's gross and depressing.
Ew.
See, this was before everyone learned about proper sanitation, so they actually pipe all of the shit water over here to the right side, but the river flows from right to left, and so it all comes back into the city.
Gross. That's nasty.
What's fun though is that everything that isn't the River Teufel is nice and bright and blue and clean.
Yeah.
So we just get the
what's up
shitty
with
water.
that?
Got it.
It's just shit
Yeah.
water.
Shit water.
Polluting an
No,
entire
because
For shit.
right?
Limbecken water's blue, and then
Yes, that is what I just said.
yeah.
Should be Uber shit.
Fantastic. All of you have been sent rumors. Feel free to read those as I kind of do for everyone else. Our little introduction here. We are in the fortress town of Ubersreik, which is situated between the Grey Mountains and the depths of the Reichwald Forest. The town guards the Grey Lady Pass through from the Empire to Bretonnia, and is one of the busiest trading centers of the Empire. There's a mighty dwarf-built bridge right here in the center of the city. That spans the red waters of the River Teufel. The bridge connects the trade routes, the trade roads from the Empire and beyond into the rest of the place. You can actually tab over to, if you wish to, the Reichland map and see kind of where we are situated in the grand scheme of things.
Holy.
It is massive, yes. We are down over here. So the Grey Mountains off to our east, or west rather, and then the forest off to the east. However, for all of its importance, Ubersreik is in turmoil. Sigismund von Jungfreud, its former duke, was recently stripped of his title by the emperor for unknown reasons. Those perceived as too loyal to the duke were removed from office, leaving a power vacuum that is yet to be filled. Soldiers from the capital of Altdorf now patrol the town and the surrounding province, stirring deep resentment from suspicious locals all over the place. The life here kind of just continues as normal for the most part. Most people try to avoid the new guard as they're kind of assholes, but other than that, shit just kind of continued as normal. You are all in the marketplace right now. You should have in your thing, and actually I can just give it to you here. Bam. You are in the marketplace. There is your shopping thing. If you actually shrink that slightly, I have a picture for you. Bam.
Oh.
Ho, ho, ho.
The marketplace. Isn't it
Very
beautiful?
nice.
Is that
Um,
the emperor, or is that like
The statue.
the statue?
No, it is not the emperor. It is a statue of Magnus the Pious, commemorating his pivotal role in rebuilding Ubersreik after the Great War against Chaos.
Got it.
Mm.
Vision.
Okay. I need to very quickly remember where my money is. There it is.
In trappings, yes.
Yes.
In your
You can see
pocket.
Right.
You all should know one another and have come and met each other in the marketplace. There is always stuff to buy here. Is there anything that any of you want? Feel free to talk to one another. And actually, why don't we go ahead and start with Rosabelle, introducing your character as you're top on my list over here.
Oh, okay. My character's name is Rosabelle Lichtenberger. Or I think that's gonna be the best way to pronounce it.
Yep, Leeklenberger, sure.
Lichtenberger. I am a minor noble
Stab.
of
Very
the
minor.
working class. Through hard work and shrewd business practices. But I've kind of, for now, left my family so that I can make my own name.
Mm-hmm.
And this place has a
born and raised
reputation.
in the
So
Empire. Not from Ubersreik, but have been
no,
here
I'm
for a
from
while.
Borgenhofen.
Yes.
Minor.
Not from Ubersreik, but have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Sailed the River Teufel your whole life. So, because you're a river woman, right?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
And what are you
man.
here in the marketplace to do?
I'm probably just doing a little bit of scoping out, like competition, the prices that of things that are going on. Looking for
absolutely.
some good
maybe
booze.
making some connections if
Yeah.
possible.
Grabbing a pint
Fantastic.
and a pie.
And Abelheim, as we kind of pan over to you, please introduce yourself.
I am Abelheim. Abelheim Prittstocker. Hunter by trade. I am a man trying to live. This city kind of sucks.
Indeed it do.
That's about all there is to me. Not much more yet. Just sort of here.
Just bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a dude doing dude things.
Yeah, just a dude
Not,
doing
maybe
dudes.
also doing dudes.
I mean,
if the need arises.
yeah.
Fantastic. And Catherine.
I'm Catherine Eichstadt. Not too much you should know about me. I'm lurking in the shadows, and if I need to, I can turn you to dust.
What?
Mommy?
I'll come out of the shadows with a milady.
Shit.
And Walter.
The name's Walter. I was born and raised in Ubersreik. It's Ubersreik, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Ubersreik.
Okay, I said it right. You know me. I'm part of the local militia. Um, I would also have told you that my two older siblings are soldiers in the Empire who went to go to the capital and be soldiers, toy soldiers for them. But yeah, I'm Walter. Born and raised in Ubersreik.
Fantastic.
So everything we've heard of you has been my siblings are this.
Oh,
And we were
And
like,
I'm
that's cool.
just Walter.
Well, no, I'm part of the
He
local.
said he's part of the
Yeah.
militia.
Yeah, I'm part of the local militia, and
Yeah.
Swat.
Sorry,
not
correction.
quite
All that
a
I
guard-
listened to of what you
Oh.
told me was.
Not quite a guardsman yet, but
For your knowledge, DM,
mhm.
I am purchasing a thing.
And
Before
I'm
you
in-
do so, I do
and
need
I'm
a
in the-
perception check to do so.
Oh.
A perception.
Or
purchase
if
the
you'd like to
thing.
ask people for directions, you can do that too. It is very crowded.
Yes.
There are shops set
well,
up, kind of stalls
as
all around the place.
a very yes, that is something of which I would like kind of person. What it is that I would like to have purchased is a deck of cards.
Okay.
I am not good with cards. I just thought
Okay.
they looked cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you it's more this perception check is more, are you aware enough of your surroundings as the conversation is happening to even see the deck of cards on the table that you are passing and be like, ooh, I want those.
Yes.
It is just a simple perception test, or if you are asking for people, you can make a gossip test as well.
Yeah, I am
Sip.
like I am new game who dis. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll ask around of like, is there anything cool? Does anyone see anything cool?
Yeah.
If
it's
is
gossip,
this +0?
you're on gamble, but it's gossip and it'll
I
be an
am.
average test. So you'll
Wonderful.
change difficulty challenging to average.
Okay. Yes. I just sort of
Mhm.
like does anyone happen to see anything interesting, anything cool? That is barely a failure.
I've
Just
seen
barely.
my ass walking away.
Yeah, does anyone pipe up and be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, over here." Who helps him make the success is
I
the
will.
question.
I'll assist as well.
Yeah, go ahead. You're
Yes,
give him
I'm
assistance.
like at this point like kind of moving through people. I'm just like, I just want something that looks artsy. Does anyone see anything artsy? I'm like kind of
You said
yelling over
it-
the other
Uh-huh,
people.
uh-huh.
You said it's difficulty average?
If you're doing a gossip test, yes.
Yeah.
There are two kinds of roles in this game. There are dramatic roles, which are where we care about the degree of success or failure, and then there are simple tests, which is just pass fail.
Wow.
So this one is just pass fail, but that's an incredible pass.
Yeah,
and
gossip
I will
is
let
my thing.
I will let you find one as well, whatever you were looking for as well.
Oh, I was looking to get a roomster pie, but yeah.
Fantastic.
Abel, I do believe you're a bit turned around. You might want to look a little to your left.
Yes, you are correct. I do believe I was looking for something artsy over in the stables, not where I should be going.
The only
yes.
thing,
Not a
The
bit.
only
No.
the only things oddities in the stables is a donkey's ass.
Yes, do you find that artsy?
Hey,
No, I don't.
Oh, then why did you say that? All right,
it's
I'm
a
going to
nice
yes.
two-rounded
This
butt.
deck of cards does look rather artsy. I suppose this is what I will get for my stay in town this week.
Yeah, you grab one. Kind of as you're all walking through the market plots, you see uh, the giant statue in the center of it. There are people everywhere. It is especially busy today, kind of bustling back and forth. You can pick out into the crowd the red and blue finery or livery rather of the Altdorf soldiers on watch. Um, the air is filled with an aroma of smoked meats and freshly baked bread and all of that
Darling.
good stuff. Um, does anyone else want to find something? Is anyone else looking for something?
I'm getting a rumster pie, but you said I get one anyway because of my
Yep.
astounding success.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good. I don't believe
Oh, you
I.
just
Okay.
I don't need
you
anything.
just right
I'm good with
click
what I
on your
have.
money and it'll go down, and if you left click, it'll go up. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Ah.
it is very fun.
Yeah.
It does that for the
Um,
quantity of anything, by the way.
Oh, fancy, fancy.
near as you're kind of um walking around the marketplace after this, near the center there is a very brightly covered stall that stands out near the middle of the kind of hustle and bustle of everything going on.
Hustle,
What color is it?
bustle.
It is just striped in bright colors,
Shit.
lots of colors. It's very
Darling,
gaudy.
that is so much stripes. It's
I,
That's
it's
a-
too
I know.
much.
It's a
It's
bit
also very
Um,
out of place for
gaudy.
the place.
Could
Hey.
I have gotten a different deck of cards? I've not looked up
um,
at this point.
yes.
From my deck of
No,
cards,
no,
I
no.
assume that's what
I'll
you're
just
talking
I'll
about.
just grab his chin and tilt his head up. No, there. Look.
Oh,
I
You
mean,
approach
we're
it. It is
obviously gonna go check it out, right?
it seems to be, as you kind of spot through the crowd, a glassmaker's stall.
Oh.
Ah,
Shit.
it's a
You see a
glassmaker's
woman
stall.
behind the counter, or kind of, talking about the things that she has, and can tell even from here that it is of very high quality.
Mm.
Well,
I've
Ooh.
spent too
What a
much
glass.
money already, so if you wish to,
at least go take a look, I suppose.
We
Doesn't
could
have to
always
look,
take
I
a look.
suppose.
It's like a window shopping. It's a new word that I've been
sure.
calling it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Sure.
some fancy
You
word
approach
from.
the glassmaker's stall. Um,
Whoa.
a
Oh.
woman introduces herself as Heska.
Rrrr,
Yes, hello,
lady.
I'm Heska. Come
Milady.
to look at my wares.
Browsing,
Different colored
yes.
eyes. One's bright, piercing blue, and the amber one is clearly made out of glass that she ostensibly made for herself.
Mm.
She, welcomes you kindly and says, "Oh, come, look, aren't they lovely?" She says, pointing out her wares. She's got some goblets, and she says, "Oh, they're as strong as steel, but made of glass."
Never heard of such a
And
thing.
Neither have I. It's
Could you
normally
throw it?
glass.
yeah, she picks one up and drops it on the table, and it just kind of like clinks a little bit, but doesn't break.
Immediately shatters into 1,000 pieces.
That is mighty.
She says, four shillings for any of the ornaments over here, and she's got like
Oh,
little glass
goody.
doodads and whatnot. Or 8 for one of the goblets, fit for a noble,
Mm.
Fit for
Ah,
noble.
lovely. How much for a story? I want
Ooh,
to know what happened to your eye.
For a story. She kind of thinks for a minute. 2 shillings will do.
All right.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll hand him over.
Rosa, I do
You have
hate
2
to tell you.
shillings?
Wait, shillings?
2 silver
Oh,
shillings.
silver shilling. Okay.
I don't believe that people commonly just ask about other people's injuries.
I mean, if someone
So,
pays for
when
a
I-
story, who gives a
half
shit?
a pie.
What?
How about half my pie?
Damn, half of your ass? Yike.
After that cake.
Why so curious?
Well, it's a mighty fine piece of craftsmanship. I bet you there's an
I
interesting
made it
story
myself.
behind it. I figured as much. Anything interesting like that has to have a good story.
She says, tell you what.
Hmm.
Right down the road, there is,
a
they
hole
serve
that I dug with my
the
old eye
best
in it.
blood sausages in all of Ubersreik. And
Mhm.
I have never been able to had the time to get my own. So if you can get me some, I'll tell you the story.
Sounds like a deal. I'll be back.
Yeah, you remember where kind of it was,
Mhm.
with your insane perception check or gossip check.
Yeah.
You've heard
Mm,
people talking about
gossip.
it several times.
Blood sausages.
You're looking for the
That's 8
the
pennies.
full breakfast. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I'll get her some.
Yeah, you
very
grabbed
pretty
her
glass.
a full imperial breakfast. What about glass?
I went, as like Roosevelt like runs to go get sausage, I turn and just go, so very pretty glass as I look around.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
you know, a
Glass,
normal
very
thing to say
pretty.
when you first show up, too.
Uh-huh.
Lovely.
Sorry.
As it doesn't break on impact of falling or throwing.
Yes, some say it's woven with magic. She says,
Darling.
I was
You know,
just thinking
clearly
about
teasing.
that.
Clearly teasing. Don't tell the witch hunters.
Oh,
She like winks at you.
darling. You should really not say that. I might even get it.
No.
No. I would never stoop to such look. My grandfather always said that a sufficiently skilled craftsman is indistinguishable from a mage. So
At this
Well,
point, Abel, who has not been paying full attention, is just looking at the glass and just goes, yeah, it looks like magic. like not here. Looking through the glass like, oh, that's cool.
oh, God, I have a. Well, with those magical hands of yours, you can probably make a lot of things happen.
I have had many years of experience, yes. In glassmaking.
Oh, of course. That's what I'm
Never had
talking
time to
about.
settle down with a man.
Phew.
Oh,
If only.
With glass
Oh, the
like
sausages.
this.
wait,
Right,
what?
I'm back. Why does it seem so steamy all of a sudden?
She takes some
Well-
and kind of puts it under her desk and grabs a
All
bite
of the
before
glass at the
turning.
stall has at this point like frosted up and glazed, like, you know what I mean?
It's like fucking.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's just like.
Oh.
She kind of leans in conspiratorially and says, "It happened." And she's like clearly talking so that only the four of you can hear, as you have paid
Okay.
for the story and no one else has.
Mm-hmm.
And if she acts like it's a secret, maybe more people will buy it. Um,
Right.
it
Mm.
happened when I was working on something for one of the colleges, the Wizards colleges.
Oh.
She's obviously referring to. Um, one of their members needed like an ornate fitting for the top of a staff, right? So I was working on it, and she gave very specific instructions to, like, do the final blow at the strike of midnight and all of this nonsense, right? Anyways, I get about halfway through.
Yeah.
Turns out the instructions were very important, um, and I'd kind of just stopped listening to them, and it just blew up on me. Blew up, took my eye out.
Wow.
It was the darndest thing. Um,
Your eye
Ah.
blew up.
no,
Still not paying full
Ah.
attention, and
the
I'm looking
fitting
like
for
at
the
a
staff
thing.
blew up.
Oh, right.
That's might bit
Took my eye
more
with it.
violent than I
Right.
was expecting, to be honest.
Honestly, I thought he might have lost it in
Same.
the
I've
fight.
never had glass blow up on me before.
Wow. You know, that was a great story and a fair price. I'm gonna go start spreading some rumors about town. So hopefully, you get more people to come and pay you for that story.
And for the lovely handwork that you do.
Sure, that
Colors.
too. I guess. Yeah. Can I keep like piggybacking off of my astounding success and just draw more business to her stall?
You make
yeah,
pretty
give
color
me-
eyeglasses.
Give me another simple gossip check.
Simple gossip check.
If I know if I
Okay.
ever lose my eye,
Simple, just meaning pass or fail. But we'll do
Okay.
average difficulty.
You got it.
Oof. You don't manage to bring any more business. But that's any more future business. But that's okay. As you are all searching around, I need a perception test for each of you as you're all kind of, starting to wind down from your day, and head back to whatever
What
you were
the?
doing before.
Is it
Just
just
a
plus 0?
normal perception test. Yep.
Is it challenging? Okay.
I don't know why challenging is the
Hell
standard.
fucking
Oh my god.
yes.
Oh my god.
Impressive failure. A
It's okay.
96.
We all know what Catherine's thinking about.
We all know what
Well,
About class making, you lovey-doveys.
Abel, with that
Right.
-3,
Uh-huh.
has spent a very large amount of time, like a kid in a candy store, like looking through glass and just seeing like the light distort and all the different color.
You
And
at
just
one
been
point you pick up
like
one of the
running to the
goblets.
next one. Yeah.
At one point, yeah, you pick up one of the goblets, and like put a one of your new cards in it and see the way that the light catches it.
Yeah, it's just
It makes it beautiful and luminous.
Yeah, at
Just
times
in
you
the
don't.
background the whole time.
You are
Mhm.
the only one who notices.
It-
Above the kind of susurrations and murmurings and hubbub of the crowd, you hear the sounds of a brawl beginning. And it is almost no time from when you're like, oh crap, something's happening, to when the throng of people shoves its way between you, separating you all apart.
Oh shit.
And you were all beset upon by random people in the middle of a massive brawl riot that is breaking out in the center of it.
Fucking hell.
Oh, this is not good.
Walter,
Yeah.
I will give you an option.
Okay.
Who do you warn before you were all separated? meaning who will not be surprised when the combat begins, which is right now.
Honestly, I would most likely call out to Catherine.
Okay. Yeah.
He has a talent.
Catherine, to arms. Yeah.
Yeah, just be like, Catherine, get your heads out of the clouds.
That's in the clouds. They're my cloak, you dumb
Colors.
Colors. As oops, that's the wrong one.
over
This
here.
one.
Can I pop it out?
Colors.
There we go.
Are we sure?
Bam.
Oh, God.
You are all spread out. I don't know why it kept deleting Walter.
Walter, you're just
Walter,
gone.
you are now on the thing.
I can see myself, yeah.
You should. You are all now in combat. We are.
Oh,
What happens if we click roll initiative? I wonder.
No.
Oh, great! It just rolls it.
it does indeed.
Only for able.
Fantastic. Will everyone please roll for initiative?
Colors.
Oh, and it automatically rolls all of the enemies
Where's
as
initiative?
in the. You can just click it on the roll initiative button. In the combat. If you just go to the combat tab.
Like
I
D&D.
was not looking at combat. That's all. That's my pro. There we go.
There you go.
Shit.
Okay.
Colors.
God.
I
For everyone's
completely-
reference, the surprised condition. Both as we begin the combat. Bam. Oh, that's fun. Rosabelle, you are surprised. Catherine, you are not. What would you like to do? You have drawn your weapons. What is your weapon? What are you using to stave off this rolling horde of
look at my-
people?
Right? Why the fuck do I? Why am I Walter? Why do I press C and I get Walter?
Because everybody owns everyone's character.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I have hand weapon.
What is your hand weapon?
Can it be a dagger? Is that like a
Dagger
yes,
is its own weapon, right?
okay?
A dagger is its own weapon, yes.
Okay.
Are you pulling out a dagger in the middle of a crowd and attempting to stab someone?
I'm
No
gonna
one else
fucking
seems to have any weapons.
weapons. No one has weapons, and I'll just fucking pull out my fist and be like, "All right, who's next, bitch?"
Yeah, you pull out your fists from your pockets where
Yep.
your fists stay.
It's my secret.
Yeah, lay into this man. Go ahead and make the first attack roll of the game. That's so exciting.
Okay, so
the way that melee attacks work
uh-huh.
is it is a contested attack. So go ahead and roll your in combat.
Yes.
Yep, just click on your hand weapon is fine. We can
Yes,
say that you have
Liam.
found a stick or something.
Okay.
A bean stick.
Important question. Are you all pulling your punches? Meaning,
I'm not trying to kill him.
Are you not trying to kill someone? Okay.
Yeah,
They're
not
also
trying.
not trying to kill you, which means that for this combat at least, we are ignoring all criticals.
I'm
trying
not
to kill him a bit.
charging.
So you're not going to punch somebody's head off. You might later, but not for this combat.
Oh. Let's see.
Okay.
She.
Let me roll his. Bam. Okay. He successfully bats away your hands, readies his own fists, and moves in to make an attack against you. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Do you want to move or anything?
I'll just
try to
fucking
do so.
stay.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So- Combat music.
Oh, you're right. I should have the combat music playing. I apologize. Bam.
Fuck yeah. Holly, that's
Up
not how
next,
to play with a lady.
Walter.
I take out this like baton, like this modified baton that I made, and
There's a
and I'm just gonna go for the attack.
Okay. Go for it.
And I'm pulling. I'm not like using my entire force. I am
you're
pulling back.
You're not trying to bash this man's skull in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a failure from you. It is a critical failure, but luckily we're ignoring criticals. He also fails. So, yeah, you reach out, try to smack him with your baton. He like ducks under it and comes up and tries to punch you, and you back up a little bit. Going back and forth, neither of you managing to score any blows against anyone. As it is their turn, we have one attack coming in against each of you. We will start down here with Catherine. Attack coming in against you. It is a failure, so it doesn't matter. You don't need to roll. Walter. Attack against you. Another failure. Abelheim, attack against you.
Well, shouldn't they roll? Because if they succeed, don't they get a thing, even if...
Oh, you know what? You were correct on both accounts. I forgot that advantage was a thing.
Yep.
For the first one, the Brawling Horde...
has a
fighting Catherine would have
right?
an advantage.
Because the advantage gives it a +10.
Well, they're considered different characters, but yes. So hang on. +1.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. The first one would have a -4 SL, and the second one would have a 0.
Yes. Walter, you also should have one advantage, so please add that to your thing. It is in your combat tab. You can add one advantage.
Okay.
Oh, unless Walter won, in which case it has a -1. I missed that.
Okay.
The first attack against Catherine, please go ahead and roll. You're trying to beat a -5.
Just with the...
Yep, just your normal hand weapon is fine.
Okay.
With an advantage, yeah, because they failed
no,
but
Catherine
still
does
got
not
better.
have an advantage. Catherine does not.
Oh, okay.
Because they won. The brawl won the...
Oh, then it would be,
Just normal.
minus...
It's a -4 roll, but yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep, success. So you give yourself an advantage. And then attack against Walter. I need your defense, please. You do have advantage for that.
What is defense?
It's the same. You can defend with either your weapon or with your dodge.
Yes, and you have a advantage for it.
Yeah, and it automatically does the advantage right there. Okay, yep, you successfully managed to deflect.
Which means he now has 2, right?
Correct. You now have 2 advantage. You can have a number of advantage equal to your toughness bonus.
And in combat,
bonus in this case is the tens place of any given stat is your bonus for that stat. Is the way that works. Attack coming in against Abelheim. Abelheim, your turn has not come.
They do have 2 advantages, yes, because I'm surprised.
Yes.
Or the equivalent of. They get a +20 bonus to hit.
And go ahead and roll.
Yes.
Wow, they roll very bad.
Let's see. So for this,
You do either your attack or your dodge.
Okay. And if I did this, I'm trying to remember some things, so my apologies. Yeah, I will. Boom.
Okay. You succeed, so go ahead and mark yourself as having advantage.
Yay! I dodged.
And then, Rosabelle, you are no longer surprised, so this is just a normal attack coming in against you.
Sweet.
Oh, that is a success. So if you need to roll very low, otherwise you will be the first one to take damage.
Is dodge in skills?
Yes.
Dodges and skills. Yes.
Okay, I thought it might be in combat. Okay, and is it just
it's dodge
challenging
or your weapon?
or? I think
Yep,
dodge
just
is better
challenging.
than
Challenging is standard. Unless I
Okay.
say otherwise, it's always going to be challenging. Okay. So you are going to take 10 damage to the body. However, that is reduced by your toughness bonus. If you look on combat, there are like groups, or there are different areas of the body. There's a little green number to the left of each of them, and some of them you might have armor on. You reduce any attacks to that section by all of those numbers added together.
Okay.
So what is the toughness bonus that you have?
3.
Okay, so you reduce the damage by 3 and take 7.
Okay, where is my health?
It's called Wounds. It is up on the combat page.
You can also just right-click your token, like you can in D&D. It's the same thing. The blue bar at the blue thing at the top is your advantages, and the green one at the bottom is your health.
Yes. I actually don't know where your wounds are kept on your page.
They're on main.
It's on the main page.
Yes.
So you are not looking great.
No.
And with that, Abelheim, you are up and are no longer surprised after this.
Wonderful.
Rosabelle.
First time playing this wacky thing. Let's go.
Here we go.
Rosabelle, you've just had your skull punched in almost.
Well, I
You
thought I
are
got hit in the
surrounded on all
body.
sides.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was a body
you
shot.
got hit in the body.
Got hit in the guts.
Maybe a broken rib. I don't know. It's tender. It hurts.
Ow. Fuck.
What are you gonna do?
I want to put this motherfucker in a headlock.
Great.
I have a plus next to my athletics. What does that mean?
That just means that you can add to it when you level up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this like a melee basic or athletics to try to like?
Are you just trying to subdue him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call that a melee attack.
Okay.
It would be,
Is that
I
melee
believe.
basic?
Yes.
Or okay.
I will accept athletics if it's better.
It's 1 point better.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's wrong. Because that was against.
It did do it against the wrong person, but.
Yes.
I don't. Oh. Let me roll a couple to make sure that it is all caught up. Because it thinks it. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll take the second one. Just for fun. Yeah, absolutely. You pull back, punch him. Where is it? Directly in the left arm.
Yeah, I like punch his arm and grab it and twist it behind him, and like
Yeah.
force him to the ground.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, you punch him, force him to the ground.
All right, that's enough of that.
It's your toughness bonus or your strength bonus and damage as you're trying to subdue him.
Where is that?
It's the first number of strength in main.
Well, my strength is 39.
So
Okay,
3.
So he takes 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab him. He is restrained for now. However, there are people all around you, kind of bustling back and forth. As that happens,
Mm-hmm.
the a
Mhm.
nearby merchant cart full of pies, this one over here,
Fuck yeah,
is
pies.
utterly smashed, and the pies spill all over the street.
Oh my god.
The whole right side of the map is difficult terrain, as pie just smears the
Wait,
cobblestone.
Did
The
we?
pies.
What are they even rioting about? That's my question.
That's a great question. In addition, a few of the acrobats from this place over here also seem to want to join in on the riot, and start flipping and flopping all over the place,
Wow.
dancing through the pie filth and coming towards y'all. Their entire turn is movement, but
Yeah.
they do manage to get pretty close to two of you.
Wow.
At that point, it is Catherine's turn.
Smack the shit of just beeps.
Absolutely. Also, Rosabelle, please mark an advantage on your thing.
Up. Um.
Oh.
Ah, it's a success. Very nice. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. He manages to beat you on that one.
Oh, I see what you've done. You are doing it from the wrong horde.
From the wrong one. Yeah.
Is the problem.
Yeah, you, again, go back and forth, neither of you managing to land a blow for a bit.
Darling, just let me hit
everyone else
you.
Oi, I don't want
Just-
to be punched. Just let me stand still, you little...
You don't want to be punched by a lady. Isn't that like one thing that you guys would love?
He kind of thinks about it for a minute.
What kind of manipulation tactic is this?
Walter, it's your turn.
Let me step on you.
I'll step on you later, hun.
God.
Welcome to the horny character.
as I'm going for this ring, is like, what are you even rioting about? As I just, oh,
Oh.
Go ahead and mark that advantage first of all. And then yeah, you do
Good
your shit tons of damage. What, to the body? Yes.
yeah.
To the body.
Bam!
Can you click the critical button just to see what would happen?
What would have happened was, okay, he would have just been stunned.
Fuck. Why are you
He does
ranting?
have toughness, and so that is only 9 damage.
Oh,
But
damn.
he is not looking great. I will also make all of their healths visible for everyone as we do this.
Ours are not either.
Yes, I realize that. With that, it is the Brawling Horde's turns. Catherine, attack
Yes,
coming
darling.
against you. Bam. Combat. Go ahead and give me that defense. Man, that guy cannot roll for shit.
That just keeps doing my like hand weapon thing, right?
Go ahead and roll though. Yeah.
Ooh,
Even worse. Wow.
I'm just impressive.
It is a tie, so neither of you manages to. Neither of you gets a success, because you're both at SL4.
Neither
Oh.
get an advantage, nor do they lose,
Get an
because you only
advantage.
lose an advantage when you get hit. Yeah.
Or if you take a condition from something.
Yeah.
Darling, stop missing me and let me just hit you.
Walter. Can't we just hit each other like civilized people?
Yeah.
Why don't we stop
Isn't-
hitting each other and start hitting on each other, you know?
That's next time, darling.
Yep. You managed to fend off his blow.
Just
At this point, Abel,
High.
who has not, to be clear, like, just sort of, like, dodged the first strike, right? And just, like, put up his hands and, like, is giving this guy the weirdest confused look that he has ever had on his face of, like, the fuck did I do?
Abel just does not exist in this reality right
Abel's
now.
just confused. Like, he's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
I know, it is incredibly rude. Go ahead and defend, though.
Yes.
Fantastic.
God,
Give
everyone
yourself that
is
advantage.
over-
He's just like, hey,
Bruh.
chill the fuck out.
Tap your hands away.
And then Rosabelle.
Yeah.
Attack coming in against you.
Uh-huh.
Wham. Another failure.
Wow. I hope I don't fail.
Oof. No advantage for anyone in that fight. As we move to Abelheim.
Yeah.
You don't
Abel's
like the roller coaster?
gonna look at the guy in front of him, right?
Uh-huh.
And just kind of being surprised, being swung at, dodging out of the way, being swung at again, dodging out of the way. We'll just look at him and just be like, we don't need to fight. Maybe I agree with you on whatever it is you're angry about. What are you angry about?
He just roars at you.
Oh,
we fight.
Abel will nod, take a step back, and then just full force roar back at him and just throw a fucking punch.
Okay.
And just be like, alright! If that's what you want!
Fantastic.
Just hand weapon.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just... Horrible roll. So I just...
That's still a win for you.
Even worse on his, just getting right into it. Yeah, I'll take the plus. Alright, yeah, I guess.
Fantastic, Rosabelle. Being jostled between a bunch of crowd members, taking hits, giving hits back. You see this acrobat bouncing on people's heads, seeming to come for some reason in your direction. You're not really sure why, but...
I just kind of like point at them with the other arm that's not grappling this guy next to him. Like, don't even fucking think about it. I'm gonna punch this guy.
You're gonna punch the guy? Okay, yeah. Give me
Punch the guy I'm grappling.
So make it an average check instead of a challenging one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him in the nose after like glaring at the acrobat coming at me. God damn it.
Man.
Yeah.
No luck.
Nope.
No luck. No shiba.
For him.
Rosabelle,
As
have
he
you
tries
not
to
gotten
dodge.
any advantages?
No. Well,
No.
because Rosabelle got hit.
Darn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
This guy got one, though.
Probably want to
Fantastic.
get out of there.
Yeah. You might try to leave.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah,
How
you
do
can
I
try to push
leave?
your way through the crowd.
gonna-
You just
okay.
start running in a direction. Your
Oh.
movement is on your thing. We're assuming each square is a meter. Where you are is difficult terrain, so it'll take an extra square. You can move, we'll say 3 squares. Assuming your movement is 4. I don't know why I assumed that, but I think it is true. It is, yes. On your
Yes.
main page, you see movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, starting to make your way closer to your friends. Catherine.
Hmm. Oh,
Demanded
darling.
that you step on him.
You know what? You're not my time anymore. I'm just gonna leave you. Have a good day. I'm just gonna walk away.
He seems devastated. Yeah, where are you going?
I was gonna go like this. Wait.
You're just trying to leave?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I was like, fuck it.
Okay, yeah, you
1,
can move,
2, 3,
your
4.
3 squares, yeah.
I have
It is difficult
4.
to move.
Oh,
it's tough
then
to push through. Yeah,
cool. I'll just go back
there
down.
are people everywhere.
Oh, hello, darling. Oh, hi, darling. Oh, you look beautiful. Goodbye. Fuck you. You look gorgeous.
I guess if you're not attacking, you can attempt to move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like fucking waggle through this to the peeps. There we go.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah, you managed to
I'm done.
make your way kind of free of the central melee. And there are like ruined stalls and things all over on this side.
It's a lovely sight.
You see down the street over here.
Mm.
There are guards like formed up in lines starting to approach.
Oh, no.
Shit is getting
I
there's
look
already, as you're kind of outside down in this corner, you can see guards again engaged with the citizens.
Ooh.
So this is
Ooh.
quickly deteriorating from a street brawl into riot suppression.
Do I tell our friends? No. I would. Catherine kind of looks back and just gives like a wave to everyone and be like, they don't see it, but there are guards, people. There are guards coming. Like trying to like.
You just yell like, "Police! Everybody scatter!"
Police!
It's just like, everybody starts fucking running. Like,
Scatter!
Nobody seems to hear you or heed your warning or give a shit.
Oh well.
Wow.
Have a good night in prison then.
What?
What?
I ain't going to prison. What are you talking about?
Walter,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I'm seeing the only it's fight or flight mode right now, and fighting's the only thing I have on my mind.
Great.
So I'm gonna go in for that a hit.
Okay.
He just fucking left.
I do find that absolutely hilarious.
If I can't touch anyone, then
him. Yeah, another success. Your combatant is unconscious. Do you wish to move to assist any of your friends? This guy goes back to just starting to fight like the people around him.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right there.
Okay, absolutely.
oh, hey, well done.
He's devastated.
Hey!
He's devastated he didn't get the womanly touch.
In front of me, just like giving the leg a slap. Just like, how'd your fight go?
I just kind of in a brief moment of like a pause, and I point to the body, like the bodies, just like on the ground.
What about we should get out of here?
I'm having the time of my life.
All right, correction. This sucks. I'm leaving.
Good
Spends his
idea.
whole turn moving. This guy is going to take a swing at Abelheim, not knowing that Walter is there yet. However, as he is surrounded, target, he does make that at disadvantage, essentially.
All right.
I will
I'm
wait
the
for it
healing
before.
person.
Go for it.
Boom.
Nice. Mark that advantage.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then Abelheim, you are up. A man has
Wonderful.
appeared behind you, and in a jester's
Cool.
outfit, seems to be shaking his head at you mockingly.
Turn to him, give him the finger guns, and immediately leap into the crowd. And I'm just moving away. I'm just
Okay. Which direction are you going?
I'm going northward. I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, and I'm just like pushing through, like, excuse me, I do not wish to be part of this. You are all crazy. Like, moving through, just sort of leaving. Like,
yeah, fantastic. Yeah, you managed to. You can kind of make it over here, out of the actual fight. And yeah, you managed to make it kind of out of the central melee. As the
like,
top
brush myself
round
off.
comes, Catherine and Abelheim both see for free, and I need a perception check from Walter and from Rosabelle. For
What's the difficulty?
The cards have a lovely time with this one.
Just a normal perception check.
No advantage.
Challenging. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't put your advantage to it because it doesn't.
Wow.
Okay. Oh no, that's not what I want. What if I need to reset?
Okay, fantastic. You notice this as well. Two things happen at the same time. Two scenes play out at the same time. The first is that from somewhere over here, a greased-up pig is released and topples a bunch of people. While everyone is kind of toppled, you see over the crowd, Walter, two things happen. The first is that a man over here drinks a bottle of whiskey and then breathes fire.
What?
In like a bunch
fascinating.
of people hold a torch in front of him and breathes fire.
Fascinating.
And then starts to laugh, and then that laugh is cut off as a crossbow bolt embeds itself in his throat.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
Seemingly fired from somewhere in this direction.
that doesn't
At
seem
the same
too good.
time as you see that, all three of you notice there are three people kind of off to the side over here who seem to be holding knives and are threatening an old woman and a little girl.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Darlings.
You are up.
I don't see shit. I fail again. I'm just gonna keep.
What is up with you and rolling
I mean,
30.30?
Getting.
It isn't actually rolling, it's just giving the stat, because that's how initiative works.
I'm no longer in the difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
Where did Abel go? Just up and away?
Yeah, he's up here.
Abel is currently.
I'm running
just
too.
like-
And like holding the side of my ribs that got cracked.
As
Like-
Rosa gets up to him, we'll just point and just turn. And are there guards approaching, like me? Like from the north as well? Are there
From the
guards
north?
approaching?
Yes, there are.
Yeah. Abel will point at them. Not the guards, but at the people, the ruffians.
Yeah.
And will turn to the guards, and just go, Bolts have been fired! Weapons drawn! Like, please help! And we'll, like, keep moving. And
They
be,
are
like,
approaching, but
Rosa
they are staying
approaches.
in formation.
Yeah, and we'll look to Rosa and just be like, "Oh, you're injured. We need to move." Like,
Yeah.
If only the one that could heal was with you to the north.
I'll turn and Walter.
What?
You can
Doesn't
see
get over the.
pretty easily. Yeah. You can see pretty easily from where you are. They have passed the last exit onto a side street. You cannot
That's
escape in this
fine.
direction. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
we're not trying to escape. We're trying to just get out of the fight. And just the guards are coming. We should probably let them handle this madness. I hear no
Blasphemy!
response. Wonderful. Okay. Rosabella, come on.
Yeah.
Start like one arm under. Start like trying to get her out of here.
Okay.
Are you heading towards the guards?
Yeah,
Also-
giving them a wave, like constantly being like, we like, hey, like she's injured, we need help.
Yeah, one of them will tell you to stop.
Yep. Will
and,
oblige.
To like down on your knees, and we'll move to arrest.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
Again, the whole time, just like,
Yep, absolutely. I'm complying 100%.
Yes,
I am not
Yeah.
resisting. I'm not resisting.
yeah, just being like, like, yeah, no, like it's all good, but she needs some help.
Yeah.
Just
Rose
she's
is
been
just
hit
gonna
real
be
bad
compliant.
in the
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah, they don't seem overly rough with you. But are
Not yet.
doing their job. They are here.
Yeah.
Just thank the
Catherine
Emperor.
and Walter.
Thank the Emperor.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of two things happens right now. Thing one, we go and attack the ruffians and try to do something about that. Thing two, we don't. What do we do?
I want to attack the ruffians.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. Catherine, it
At
is
least
your turn.
Walter wants
What
to
is
attack.
sure.
Yeah.
Catherine, what is Catherine doing?
You have a lovely time attacking those ruffians. I'm not giving a shit.
Sure.
I-
Stalls near you.
Now you're saying something.
I mean, I will remind you that you do see guards approaching
This is
you
true.
I
in the
know.
open.
That's.
Correctly.
I know. Don't you worry. But I do have to go back to my friends, so I'll go back up. Just like going
And the ruffians are
around.
between me and the friends.
It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can go pretty much straight up from here. If you get any closer center, you'll be in the fight.
And I've moved 5 now, so I don't know how many I can keep going. I have 4
Your
in
movement
total.
is 4, but you can run and take double.
So 4, 5, 6, 7.
You are moving through the fight now, which
Okay.
is difficult terrain. So you'll
Which
need
would
to be
drop
more like
one.
over here. But
Yeah.
Bean.
Fantastic. Walter.
Oh, hey, Walter.
Because the horde they didn't see me yet, so I can.
The horde?
Like,
Oh yeah,
the
you can disengage from these people and
Yeah.
spend your full movement to run over there. Attacks of opportunity aren't really a thing without
Okay.
specific talents.
Yeah, I am going to run over there.
Oh, hey, bye, Walter.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
That's intuition, not intimidation.
I have good charm.
Ooh, marginal success.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of freeze for a second. And then all 3 of them turn on you. And move to surround you.
Oh, God.
That is
you had
their
to.
turn. I'm going to give you... They are holding knives. Are you attacking with intent to brain people?
Oh, he got his police baton.
Yeah, you can knock him out. Let the guards handle it.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Someone
deal-
drew blood.
Are you pulling your punches? One of them will actually stay threatening the.
Do I
the
get the
girl.
feeling that they will not pull their punch?
You do.
Then I'm not going to pull my punch.
Okay, cool.
In
you have
this
the first
case,
attack.
yeah.
It is at
yeah.
a -10 because you are outnumbered.
Wonderful.
Wow.
And which one are you attacking?
I'm attacking the one directly next to me first.
Okay.
Quite. Yes, indeed.
Quite a marble.
All my friends left me.
Okay.
I'm right here, you little shit.
So that one will have advantage.
I'm injured.
I can
They
heal
are
you.
both going to get a single attack against you.
Wait.
Before shit goes down. First one comes in. Go ahead and make your roll. Ooh.
They're making fucking miss
Still
now.
has to succeed, otherwise it doesn't. Like you can still beat it. Okay. Okay. You succeed and avoid a concussive blow, which would have been bad. The
Good
second one
shit.
coming in against you. Fails his attack, so you won't take any damage.
Okay.
You get an advantage?
But you do have to roll anyways.
You do
to
need
see
to
if
roll
you
still.
get the plus or
Yes.
if they get the plus. Yeah.
You get the plus by a lot. What would your critical be? 52. Cracked ribs. Fun.
Oh, fun.
Just because those are fun. After that happens, someone emerges from over here to the left, reveals herself with a gunshot that rings throughout the entire marketplace. She waits for a couple of seconds for everyone to kind of shut up and the crowd to die down, and just says, "You are all under arrest. Surrender peacefully," as the guards have formed a line behind her and are surrounding the entire marketplace.
Are
do
they
you do so?
surrendering?
The people in front of you?
Yeah.
They kind of look at her and seem to immediately have hidden the knives and surrender.
I will take a step back and will
Fucking brain one of them and then surrender.
I thought about it, but I feel
Fucking
like that...
do it. Get shot first session. It's worth it. Do it.
Oh, do you
No.
go to jail?
No way she'll shoot to kill.
I will lower my weapon and just hands to my side. Like,
okay,
kind of hands up to my side.
Okay, yeah. You all surrender. Or are forcibly surrendered. I guess the only one who hasn't decided to surrender is Catherine. Do you put up a fight?
No.
Okay. You like being in
It's too
chains.
classy for that.
I think I know
If
the
I am in
biggest
jail, the people that are in jail with me are stuck with me.
Oh my god.
And the prisoners are happy that I'm in jail.
I question that logic.
I don't even know
You-
what to do. About you.
You are all now.
Welcome to my horny character.
Isn't that a fun picture?
It's a
Oh, is
oh.
that are those some of the
Imprisoned
acrobats who were just
beneath
trying to fight us?
the watch barracks. Yes, you are all imprisoned beneath the watch barracks.
What are you being present with me? Sorry.
White-faced mime artists surround you, gesticulating energetically, but refusing to say anything, even now. There are brilliantly garbed clowns who have argued for hours about the merits of different kinds of face paints. There's a delightful little halfling girl with a long handmade beard that she has made for herself.
Love to be a darling.
And yes, her name is Gerlinda Lilin. She says call her Gary.
Very.
Great.
And says, "Nah, I'm not a dwarf. Look at the size of me hands. Far too small." Um, and an older gentleman that you see in the center there, who is dressed as a mutant for a play, and is still in like full mutant costume, covered in shimmering gold metallic paint, which now leaves trails of glitter behind him,
Great.
and has a tentacle arm because
Such a
it was a
shining
prop.
glitter now.
Yeah, yeah. For hours you are in here. It stinks. Everyone is covered in dried pie and flaking mud. Everyone is both hungry and a little bit nauseous. It smells bad, and for hours your various cellmates are taken away in ones and twos.
This is a
Rumor
very
has it, kind of being passed around here. Go ahead.
oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is very annoying.
I mean,
Mingle.
it's just their business. We'll be released when they're done.
I
At least we have a
suppose.
roof over our head.
No food.
It's
though.
not so bad.
Do y'all talk to anyone in the crowd? Is there any information you're trying to gather?
I'm trying to
Yeah.
see what started the riot in
Yeah,
the
I
first
want to know
place.
what the fuck was going on.
Abel is spending the majority of his time checking on people, seeing if they have any wounds, helping people
Yeah.
like, you know, try to be like, you know, if somebody has something, trying to keep it steady, or just being all around kind of, you know, nice.
Rosabelle. Yeah, you do
Yeah.
so, and everyone seems to be mostly okay. There's like a couple black eyes, but nothing incredibly major. No stab wounds or anything. Rosabelle,
Mm.
do you mingle
Wow.
with the crowd, or does everyone seem terrified of you and give you a wide berth?
I'm trying to mingle. I
Okay.
want to know what happened.
Yeah,
What
you're
started
trying to
it?
get stories out of everyone. I definitely
Yeah.
did mean Catherine when I said that, which makes way more sense.
Okay. Yeah, that does make way more
It's
sense.
fine.
Catherine, are you trying to mingle, or is everyone terrified of you?
I would say everyone is terrified of me. I'm like in that little
Okay.
corner,
Yeah, you're in a corner,
eyeing
and
everyone.
everyone else is much closer together than they otherwise would have been because you are there. You are there for hours. Nobody has any idea why the riot started. You ask, I mean, everyone that you can get your hands on, and no one has a clue. The carnival folk claim it wasn't them, talking about how it's bad for business. Some people
yeah.
blame, young Freud's supporters. Others blame the Altdorfers. The Watchmen aren't saying anything, even though most of them sport bruises. The ones who were in the who were in the town when it happened, in the marketplace when it happened. They don't say anything. They don't have any idea. Give me either a gossip or a perception test. Those of you who were specifically trying to find information.
Not me.
What
Is it
difficulty?
gossip or percept? Okay.
Gossip or perception.
What difficulty?
Could
Just
I,
normal.
could I make a perception check? Who's the most like feared of me?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. I'm a menace now.
Oh my god.
Okay. Rosabelle, you succeed
Yeah.
this time.
I usually succeed gossips. It's... or at least I should
the-
hope I do.
Yeah. Walter, please remove, and Catherine, remove your
yes.
advantages as combat has ended.
Thanks.
Rosabelle,
Mm.
you notice just in talking to them, as you
Yeah.
kind of talk to the watch members, they don't know anything about what happened. They seem pretty upset about everything that happened, and like they're blaming all of you, not y'all specifically, but the other people here. That even though all of them are in the gold and blue of Ubersreik, they are all from Altdorf. For some reason, they aren't wearing Altdorf colors. They're in Ubersreik gold and blue instead of the red and blue of Altdorf. But just something a
Interesting.
little off.
I mentioned that aside quietly to the
Mhm.
group.
Interesting.
Catherine,
Hmm.
you notice a face from the crowd constantly peering at you with fear and seemingly trying to work up the courage to come and talk to you at the same time is the man that tried to beat the crap out of you and miserably
Lovely.
failed.
I stand up and I slowly walk over to him.
Uh-huh. His eyes go wide as he sees that he has come. You noticed?
Ah,
He backs away a little bit.
dear, stand
Looks
still.
for the guards. He just freezes in place.
Are you the person that tried to? Aren't you the person that tried to attack
miss.
me?
No,
No?
ma'am. I would never do. No. Mm-mm.
No. I give him like a little like a rub on this cheek. Like, are you sure?
Unless. I mean, maybe there were so many people, and
I mean, you don't have to be
okay,
scared.
fine. It was me. It was me, all right.
Oh, it wasn't that
What are you gonna do
hot.
with me?
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just wanted you to tell you.
Until tonight.
Mm.
Hey, where the fuck do you live? I'm robbing you.
And he is saved as from his stammering as the door clinks open, and he specifically is grabbed and taken away with two other
Gods.
people.
Taking my fun away from this prison. Ah. I go back to my little corner.
You all spend the night in jail.
Shit.
In the late morning.
Not my first night in jail.
You hear a
Can
watchman
I
calling.
say that for what I'm doing, because I didn't really do much of anything.
Yeah.
I spend the entirety of the time outside of like checking on people's wounds. Whenever like anyone goes to like do anything, or like if there's just like a guard standing near the cell, right?
Mhm.
I just try to start any conversation that basically is like, oh, have you ever had like the food over there? Or like, oh, I was down by the river like hunting last week. And like totally normal conversations you would not expect to hear in this place, and that is like the whole night
Yeah.
of Abel
Yeah,
talking.
you're trying to set everyone at ease. Do you pull out
Yeah,
your cards?
not even like actively trying to, just kind of doing it.
Do you pull out your
Because like
cards
that's just he'll
and try to like start a game?
Abel would have very definitely undergone like all of the, even if not ask, just being like giving the guard like inventory of everything that's on him. And definitely would have made sure, like, is it okay that I have the cards?
Yeah, they don't confiscate anything but weapon.
Wonderful. Yeah, he will. And start talking about, the
yeah,
person he bought them from.
Give me a gossip test, and you're using your cards and everything. You can make it average. Bring it more difficult, more easy, one step.
And I have no advantages anymore. Okay. Boop. It's a bit of a failure, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually,
you don't manage
for fun, right? Just to do so. May I spend fortune points to turn that into a success?
It would be.
I think three of them. Would it?
I guess 2 technically.
Let's try.
Or
And
you
a
can use fortune
1.
point to re-roll it.
Oh, it appears I can only technically do that once.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to
then
spend
I
a fortune
will.
point to re-roll it instead?
I will do that, and then I will have added it to that.
Okay.
To make it an SL of +1 or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Or +0 technically, but it's still a success. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to kind of calm everyone, and everyone seems to kind of take a more relaxed approach to everything that went on as people's heads start to kind of clear and the adrenaline starts to wear off. You were there for them, being a kind of calming presence in their minds. We will see if anything comes of that later on, but
wonderful.
You've made an impression. Go ahead.
Turns out everybody in here is bloodthirsty murderers, and this is all an act. So what I've actually done is put a big target on my back because I've outed myself as not one of them.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, unfortunate.
How did you guess the plot twist?
Yeah, damn. But yeah, no, that's about it.
Rosabelle tries really hard to find somewhere to lay completely down to sleep.
Yeah, it's difficult to find anywhere to lay down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Oh, I go and hang out next to Catherine so that there's nobody around.
Abel's
You
pulling
lay on the
furs
floor
off
at
of his
Catherine's
clothes.
Yep.
Abel's taking off furs from his clothes and using them as blankets for people.
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah.
He's just going overboard. He's being prison mom. That's what he's doing.
Walter is just banging his head on the wall. Not banging, but just
it's thunk ow.
Thunking.
Thunk, ow.
Oh.
Yeah. What have we done?
You're gonna have a headache soon, darling.
You're the only one who was nah, fuck it, we ball. The rest of us are gonna get away completely clean, and they're gonna be you're being executed in the morning. You're gonna be
I tried to save someone. That counts.
The rest of us were just "Oh, hello, guard! It's so good to see you! Please save us!" And you were just like, "I'm gonna
Nah.
murder these bitches."
Nah, fuck.
There's a
Oh, it's so good.
not TOS joke in there somewhere. Anyways, night comes. None of you get a ton of sleep. You manage to at least close your eyes for long enough to not, take exhaustion, essentially. But it's not fun, to say the least. In the late morning, your names specifically are called by the watchmen.
Okay.
We're not in a
They
movie.
Collect all my
fell
furs.
and are clad in manacles, and there is a sizable escort of soldiers awaiting you outside the barracks.
Oh
Um,
God.
I guess this is our last day, gentlemen and gentle ladies.
Good morning, all of
Dude.
you.
They do not seem to give a shit about any of you except for Catherine. Catherine,
It.
as a not like they're paying attention to you, but like they go out of their way to not jostle you or be at all rough with you. Is all that I mean.
Mm.
The rest of you they
This
treat
person.
as prisoners.
Like I told,
Catherine though
they're
is a witch hunter in training.
they're stuck
and
with
so
me.
has some degree of respect that is to be given them.
How, looking at them, given the guards that are escorting us, how, high up in the tier of guards do I believe them to be? The ones that are specifically around us? Are these, petty, or are they, Oops.
Kind of middling tier.
No,
There's a leader, like a captain, and then like a squad of dudes.
Abel spends the entirety of however long it is we are going,
These
just
are allied-
occasionally being just complimenting them about how they shove him and he's just like, I see why they promoted you. You're good at this. Just being overly positive about the whole situation.
All of your overly positivity is drowned out by you manage to do so until kind of you leave the barracks grounds, where a crowd of people is on both sides of the street and jeers at you the entire way from where you are in the precinct, which is up here, up here, through the streets, across the bridge, down through the main street, and then into the town hall.
Okay, I thought we were about to be put to the.
Give it a little wave,
You are
smiling
being
at everybody.
shouted at from the sidelines, like, those are the ones who killed me cow. They call you young Freud's scum.
Wait, what? I didn't kill no damn cow.
How many
Yells
of
of
how many of us
murderers?
prisoners
Oh,
are
doing
here?
One says
I'll
he
kill
turned
your
me
cow.
into a snake. Just the four of you are currently
What?
here.
Really? Okay.
Well, one of us is a witch hunter, so I doubt that. In training, but,
Oh, so my
Yeah,
loyalty is to the
yeah,
emperor.
yeah.
The fuck?
Do we get close to the water at all on our tracks?
No, you are kept in the very center of the bridge, surrounded by guards.
Oh, but we are going over the bridge. Yeah, while
we're
we're over
going-
the water, I'm just praying
Yeah,
to
You say a quick prayer. And you feel there's kind of like a sudden
man.
wave and a splash of water alights on your cheek as you kind of pray for help and protection and guidance.
Yeah.
You're brought into the town hall, where is into the town hall, where into the courthouse within the town hall, where a judge stands or is sitting at the excuse me. Okay. The court's stone walls are scarred with the marks of recent conflict, when and blood stains still show several places where young Freud supporters were killed. Outdoor liveried soldiers line the walls, and makeshift benches are installed on an upper balcony for spectators, which are all filled. An elaborately robed judge in red and black, wearing a long white wig, sits on a dais and peers down at you. A small pair of spectacles sits on their little nose. He leans forward and kind of studies you.
Blessed
You all know this to be Judge Melierta? Melierti?
Milty.
Let me give you
Blessed morning.
Melierti.
Milty.
He is a hard man, but generally considered to be fair and just, at least for as far as Empire judges go.
Right.
He looks at his clerks. Are these the accused? A clerk reads your names one by one, pauses to look up each time, and awaits a nod from each of you confirming that you are who is being called. Is
it full
that
names or just
confirmation
our
given?
first
It is
names?
full names.
Then yeah.
That is indeed I. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, really?
A sigh and I nod.
The clerk nods to the judge, who says, "Very well. Read the charges." The clerk kind of clears his throat and then says loudly, "You stand accused of destruction of property, disruption of commerce, the inciting of a riot, contributing to general lawlessness, and of murder." And the judge looks down at you and says, "How do you plead?" Before any of you can say anything, the door is kicked open and someone shouts, "Don't say a word!" You all turn and look back at the door, and a woman
Abel.
In a wig storms into the courtroom. She flashes a smile to you and then somewhat breathlessly turns to the judges and says, "Your Honor, your pardon, but I need a brief recess to consult with my clients before they say anything they'll regret."
I was
Says,
okay.
The judge goes, "These, Osana? Really?" Just like, ugh. He shakes his head and pounds his gavel and says, "We shall have a short recess. Hensel, fetch me a pie. Preferably one that wasn't involved in the market brawl." And you're all escorted into a side room where the woman kind of turns to you and says, "Well, it seems we're in a bit of a spot for trouble, eh?"
Just a little.
Seems that way.
I'm sure it will all work out.
No idea what the charges of murder,
What's
destruction
funny-
of property, or any
What's
of
funny
that
is
nonsense.
It says, "That's what I'm supposed to say." And immediately after, the text that I'm not supposed to read is, "Obviously, this is a massive understatement."
Yeah.
This was a
Ah,
proper investigation would show very quickly that I did not even lay a finger on a single person.
The only thing I did.
Likewise.
The only
Unless
thing
it was
I
a helping hand.
You're so able. Able.
I'm still nursing a cracked rib.
I saw
he
Walter
nods.
here try to help.
Apologies. I am Barrister Osana Winandis. Anyone who wants to, if you have lore empire or lore law, you may roll it. If you don't, lore, you cannot.
Let me see. If
I don't think
have
any of you do.
Nope.
Seeing that none of you recognized her, she
I have lore torture.
Introduce yourself as a barrister. Yeah, well, he's a witch hunter. Introduce
That's
yourself as a
true.
barrister, which is a lawyer.
Yeah, indeed.
You see around
Darling, I will only do it with you.
her shawls have owls stitched into them, as you can kind of see, which is the symbol of Verena, the goddess of justice, law, and knowledge.
Magnificent.
Typically, they only represent very wealthy clients, as they are the only lawyers allowed to address the higher appellate courts of the empire.
Yeah, I like start rubbing my temples and I'm like, did my family send you? How did they find out so quickly?
I'm sorry, your family?
You have a family. That's sorry.
Oh, I mean, did they not send you? Aren't
No,
your
they
people
cannot afford me.
okay?
Ew.
And yes, to answer your question, Abel, I am aware that this is all, as they say in the Docks district, bullshit.
Shut
You
up,
do say
bull.
that.
They are attempting to lay the whole of the riot at your feet, fine you out the ass, and send you on your way, unable to ever pay for it.
Why?
That's normal, don't worry.
Well, for the
It
public,
says
there needs to
here
be
you
someone to take
started
the
the
fall.
brawl, attacked soldiers, nearly ransacked the whole town, and killed poor Faustin the Fiery. Children will never forgive you for that one.
Mm.
Abel and I were the first to surrender peacefully.
I know.
Like,
darling.
You probably saw him.
Now,
It makes sense. They need someone so that the public does not get fearful that the people who actually started it are still walking the streets.
But
I
they are.
understand.
indeed.
yeah, wouldn't it make more
No.
sense just to find him?
No.
Not always.
Of course, they picked me of all people as well.
I probably didn't realize who you were at the time.
Oh no.
Yes. Minor witch hunter in training.
Hey.
Don't see one of those every day. Thank the gods.
Apparently, according to one of the things I heard shouted at us in the street, our witch hunter in training turned someone into a snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Wouldn't that be slippery?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to live with
A
myself
witch
knowing.
hiding with the witch hunters. My new
Oh.
novel.
Oh.
I'd love to read it. If I could read.
So, anyways,
Oh, honey. Oh,
I couldn't,
no.
don't worry.
Okay.
The only bit-
the fact that we're all upbeat is very funny, given we're facing maybe death. And just looks and just So, knight in shining armor.
She
Yes.
curtsies slightly.
What
Yes.
do you suggest we do?
Well, truth be told,
Mm.
if you plead not guilty to this, you have very little hope of being found innocent. You were involved in the riot by happenstance or whatever. Instead, we'll make a no contest plea, admitting neither fault nor claiming total innocence, though we will vehemently deny killing Faustin, which should not be difficult. As
Yeah, and property damage. We didn't do none of that.
well,
Well,
we'll not mention it at all.
But I picked up a stick, and that's on
generally-
property.
Heavy fees and hard labor in the Grey Mountains would be the minimum sentence with such a plea.
In the Grey Mountains.
Yes, but
I've always wanted to visit.
I
It's
have
like
some
the
sway with
opposite
the
of-
court,
What
and I know they have been requested to support the Watch in these trying times, as it is severely depleted.
Huh.
So,
Could we potentially use this as a job opportunity?
absolutely, that was my thoughts
Wonderful.
exactly.
I'm
Have you met our current
always
Watch?
down for job opportunities.
Not
Yes.
particularly.
And
What's
I
the-
think you'll fit right in.
Wonderful.
What was that?
What is the watch?
The guard?
Oh,
Yeah, the town guard.
oh, I
They
Well, I
watch
already
the
do, got
gun,
it.
they watch the town, they watch you.
You're part of the militia.
Yeah, part of the
Um,
militia,
A little
but
different.
It's like
It's like a
the difference between being in the army and being in the reserves, basically.
yeah.
Well then, that sounds absolutely lovely.
Way better than million
Dead.
fines.
Go for it.
Great.
Yeah.
Give me
Could
everyone.
we make it like as a show of good faith? We would like to make that. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Partial innocence is a show of good faith. Shall we join the world? Wonderful. Love that. Very good.
Yes. Should be rather straightforward.
Oh boy.
This is my suggestion. You do not have to go along with it. Obviously, you are free citizens for now.
Yeah,
However,
I was
it
about to
is-
say.
I would greatly suggest that you do not speak a word. If you are found responsible for the death of Faustin the Fiery, you will be executed within a fortnight. If you somehow manage to talk your way out of it, not that the court will listen to you or give you a chance to explain yourselves, but are still found guilty of the other charges, you will spend several years in Ubersreik's penal quarry in the foothills of the Grey Mountains, and it is not a nice place. And you seem like nice people, and I would not wish that upon you.
Well, I'm
So-
sure.
Don't much
There
care
were
for
many
mountains.
witnesses, so
Nice
if during our
people.
service an investigation is properly done,
I
I'm sure that many of the witnesses
she
would be
puts
in
a
our
hand on
favor.
your shoulder
And-
and interrupts you and says, I understand that that is the way that the law should work.
Hmm.
However, you are no one. You do not have the sway within the town to have a proper investigation conducted. People with power have decided that you must be at fault, and so you are at fault until hopefully we convince them that's not quite the case. So
Yes, that is what I meant.
this, if
I
we can
doubt
do
any
this,
further investigation is going to be happening at all.
correct.
It's just the way of
The
things.
facts have already been decided, except maybe with Faustin the Fiery. So
Hopefully. I'd rather not be
Hopefully.
executed. It'd be shameful.
the does anyone, as we kind of cut from that, she asks if you have any other questions. Does anyone?
No, seems
Yeah,
pretty
tell me to
straightforward.
stay quiet.
Pretty straightforward. Just
If we
be
are to be
quiet.
executed, do we get a choice of the final meal?
Do we if
no,
we
the
do
final
get
meal
sentenced to
will be-
execution, do we get to choose our means of execution?
Again, no.
Damn.
I could do it for you. Of course, I'm
Ideally,
kidding,
I
by the
like
way.
to be drowned, but you know, whatever.
I mean,
I don't
I
think
could drown you too. Anyway, I will shut up
Does,
for the whole
does
time.
does anyone say anything during the courtroom, or do you just let Osana kind of handle it?
I remain absolutely silent.
Abel, the guard who escorts them back, he just says good morning to that guard, and that's it.
Yeah, but not during the actual proceedings. You don't say anything.
Walter will not say anything for the sake of his own life. He has strong words he would like to say, but doesn't.
Okay. They spend maybe an hour going back and forth, and then the sentence is given after careful review of the evidence and
Execution campaign
circumstances
over.
surrounding this case. You will all be executed on the morrow. No, it is my view that those who had a hand in disrupting the peace of our fair town should also have a hand in restoring it. I sentence you all to supervised duty on the watch in order that you may work off your debt to Ubersreik. This duty will commence tomorrow for a period not to exceed 3 years. Failure to carry out your new duties shall be looked at as treason to the Empire and is punishable by death. In Verina's name, I so rule. Your case is concluded. Hensel, bring me a glass of Bordelot. And with that, part 2 of 5 is concluded.
He said duty like 12
Now-
times.
Now is when it starts to kind of open up. We are past the mostly railroady part, other than kind of you are escorted to the watch barracks immediately. Before Osana leaves, she says, I've realized that you may feel yourselves unfairly punished, but my lady, speaking of Verina, works in mysterious ways. Perhaps you are exactly where you are supposed to be. What you make of this experience is up to you. She kind of pats you on the shoulder, Abelheim, again. She notes that her office is at the east end of the merchant quarter, and it's a stone's throw from Morganzide money, should you ever need her services again.
If we can even afford her services.
Yes, which you can.
Can we stop by to chat?
I am... of course, anytime. I charge
You
2
like
gold
pie
coins an
or
hour.
pint?
What if I bring you food?
Yeah, that was my question. You like pie? You like pint?
Food worth 2 gold coins an hour would be lovely.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wow.
I will ensure to do
Everybody's
so.
so stingy.
spoken
in
like
this
a true
damn
lawyer.
town.
You are escorted through the...
Definitely, it'll be more of as a thank you. Like,
Yeah.
Just show up with 2 golds worth of food at some point.
Yeah.
Just like,
Never
never
You are
expected to see
escorted
you again.
through the city again, this time kind of taking back roads, making less of a deal out of it. And are taken to the watch barracks, which is up in the precinct. Within, as they approach, you hear and kind of pick up on some tension between the people escorting you and the watchmen within the barracks. The people escorting you are Altdorfers who have been put into the golden and blue colors, the Ubersreik colors. They're taunted for it and, seem upset about it and angry because of it. And there seems to be tension between the two kind of factions within the watch. You pick up on almost immediately. You are still in manacles and are deposited in front of a door. Do any of you have the ability to read?
Yeah.
I'm sure I do. What?
Is that like a
Oh, no.
thing of which would have been a...
Reading is a talent.
I can read.
Wait, reading is a talent?
Reading is
Yes,
a
it is a talent.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
Yeah.
if you don't
Or
have it in your
skill?
talents. No, it's in your talent because it's the read/write in my talents.
Yes.
Nope.
So none of us
Okay,
do at the moment.
You
I do.
don't have it. You haven't taken it yet.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
none of you have the ability to do so.
Fuck,
How am
what
I
is
a
it?
noble
as-
and a merchant and I don't know how to read? That makes
Look,
no
You're a
sense.
pretty
You
bad
didn't-
one.
I don't know.
What? That's crazy.
You didn't take the talent.
It wasn't an option.
Yes, because you're a river woman who is a peasant, which is a peasant class, basically.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay.
A clear voice that you think you may recognize says, "Come in." As you approach the door, come in. And as you enter, Watch Captain Andrea Pfeffer introduces herself to you.
That looks
waiting
just like mine.
inside her large desk. She does look very much like you. That's very funny. You
Wow,
recognize her as the woman who fired the gun.
Do I
I
still
was
have
about
my
to say
hat,
that.
by the way?
Yes,
Or
you
did
were
they confiscate my
given-
hat?
No, they did not.
Good. Tip my hat to her.
Is in a large
are in
office.
medicals.
Is leaning back against her desk
You don't need hands to tip a hat.
and stands in front of it, facing you.
Good morning.
You
Yes, good morning.
recognize her as the one who arrested you the day before.
Wonderful sense of fashion.
She introduces herself as Captain Pfeffer, and asks each of your names in turn. As she does so, walking up to each of you with key to the manacles in hand.
I'm Rosabelle Lichtenberger.
Rosabelle, lovely to meet you. And undoes your manacles.
Appreciate that, thank you.
I'm Abel Haim Pritstocker, but please, you can call me Abel.
Abel, then very good.
Hmm.
Undoes your manacles.
Thank you kindly.
And you?
Catherine Eichstadt.
Catherine. Very good. A good, strong name.
Thank you.
Velter Kupfrach. Velter. You don't know how to say the last name.
Very good. Yeah, she undoes your manacles as well.
You're all way too
Just kind of
nice.
shakes her head, heads back to her desk, leans back against it. We live in strange times. I ask for watchmen and I get... No offense, but you are not watchmen.
Not yet,
You
no.
may
That would be
notice
correct.
my troops'
Washerwoman.
morale is, to say low would be an understatement. But that's no surprise. They
Untrustworthy.
are in typically the worst low-life scum of Altdorf given uniforms, and they think they're too good for this posting and resent every moment of it. She pauses as someone knocks on the door, and she calls them in. Right on time. And calls the person. This is Sergeant Rudy Klumpenklug. He'll be in charge of you during your time with the Watch. His account of your behavior is what keeps you from being executed for dereliction of duty. I suggest you stay in his good graces.
I
I'm
turn
not a
to
fool.
him.
Do not treat me as one, and we'll get
Good
along
morning.
famously.
I
He
would never
tips
dream
his head
of it,
to you.
ma'am.
Do as the sergeant tells you. Do not embarrass the Watch, and be wary. Ubersreik is full of mischief of late. May Ulrich watch out for you. Dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Fine day.
Whatever.
Walk away.
Yeah, Rudy introduces himself to you as you all kind of walk out. Says, "Call me Rudy. It's only Sergeant when others are about, eh?" Here he is.
Oh.
He also
Yeah,
has
You'll
a
be wanting
great
to hear
hat.
back, I'm guessing. He returns all of your, takes you to the room where all of your stuff has been placed, and you kind of pick up all your stuff. We'll sort you out some watch livery armbands at the least if you want to keep your own kit. He gives
I'm
you a
fine
tour
with
of
a
the
full
barracks.
outfit if you have one.
Well, we can do that too now for our new recruits, and he claps you on the back.
Wonderful. I'm very excited to be here.
He
Like a
good.
jacket, I
That's the kind
suppose.
of enthusiasm we like around here.
Mhm.
Do I get to keep wearing my hat? I know it seems kind of like a
You
station.
keep the hat. It's not the hat itself that's the station. It's the colors and the look. If anyone saw the
right.
captain on the street, they'd know immediately. Now that woman right there, that's a woman who's got some bite to her, you know?
Aye, yeah.
She is very
So,
intimidating. It is.
he leads you
take a full uniform.
Gives you a tour around the barracks, shows you where you'll store your gear and sleep if you wish to quarter here. And then says, right, best not to talk too much here. There's ears about I don't fancy. Meet me tonight, just before sundown, at the Raspy Raven out back. Then we'll have a bit of a chat and sort out your new duties.
All right.
You've got
Sounds
a few hours before
lovely.
then. Yeah, and he kind of dismisses himself. The Raspy Raven is, I don't know, probably on the map somewhere.
Oh my.
But is near the precinct, so is not too difficult to get to.
This looks like a
just
bird.
outside one of the gates, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
But
it's just outside the gate.
Like over here.
Have I gotten the new outfit by the time?
Yeah, I
we,
assume Abel and I will just go to the.
Yeah, y'all are given new
barrack.
like watch color outfits.
I'm
They
gonna
don't
keep my
provide any
kit.
armor, but
I keep my
would
armor
you-
pants, my leather pants. Then
yeah.
Get fitted
What
with a
colors would
jacket.
you say that?
The same colors as him.
So
blue and
like
gold.
blue and gold.
blue and gold, wonderful.
Yeah. Colors of Ubersreik.
I'll have a pendant.
I ask because I'm definitely updating the tokens.
And what's everyone doing over the next kind of few hours as you've got to look over your affairs before you're supposed to meet your watch captain or your sergeant rather?
I'd like to try to get like a sense of just the demeanor of everybody else and other people's demeanor towards us.
Towards y'all specifically, or towards the guard?
Yeah. Other guards' demeanor towards us, and then them in general, because there seems to be like a heated kind of two
Yeah, you
separate
kind of
sides
spend
that
some
don't like each other.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna-
spend some time cavorting with the guards. Give me a hard gossip check.
Hard.
Hard.
Okay.
Okay. Can
Okay.
I use some fortune points for this one? I forget.
Yeah,
how
you
those
can use a
work.
fortune point to make that a success.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Go ahead,
Also,
right click on it and do spend fortune point.
I just hit right clicked the fortune number and it went down to 2. So
Okay, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But in the
I
future,
don't-
if you right click in the chat, if you right click on what was posted on your roll, it'll do the math and everything for it. But that's close enough.
right
It's 1
click
point
on what?
The thing in the
on
chat.
your roll, on the chat message that is your roll.
What? Oh, use fortune point to add. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Uh,
You can do it that way in the future, but for now, it doesn't super matter.
that. Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Did I
Yeah.
heal at all when we slept, or how does that work? Am I still at 5 out of 12?
Yes. The way that healing and rest works is when you rest, to recover your wounds, you need rest or medication. After good sleep once a day, you may attempt an average endurance test. I will allow you to do so.
Okay, where is? There it is. Average. So
Okay.
I don't heal anything.
I will let you do so. But you heal equal to the. Oh no, that's incorrect. You heal equal to the skill level plus your toughness bonus. So you just don't get a bonus to it.
So what's the skill level?
SL there in the roll, which is 0 for you, for what you just did.
Oh, okay. So I don't heal anything.
Plus your
plus
toughness
your
bonus.
bonus.
Oh, well, is that the
The tens place of your toughness.
3?
Okay, so you'll heal 3 wounds. You can also perform, or someone can perform on you a challenging heal test to help you heal more. Does anyone have the heal skill?
I
Wish to do so.
could.
Do you
Help.
wish to do so?
Of course.
Go for it.
And it's a what? Just challenging, not.
Yep, normal challenging heal test.
There you go,
Success.
darling.
You heal 2, so your success level plus your intelligence bonus with the heal test. Which is what?
Hers or mine?
Hers.
Okay.
My intelligence.
Which will be in Maine.
My intelligence is 28, so +2.
+2? Yep, so 4. Another 4 wounds.
Oh, so I'm back up at full.
Yay,
Perfect. Great.
yeah. What's everyone else doing? As you kind of, you get a sense for some of what's kind of going on in the barracks. There are kind of 2 distinct quote unquote factions here: the Altdorfers and the actual Ubersreik guards. The Ubersreik guards don't much like the Altdorfers, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But
Why? What's like the? Is there like a lore thing I should know about? What's the Altdorfers?
It's what we talked about kind of at the very beginning.
The Eldolfers thinks they're better than
where-
everyone, essentially. No?
No.
I thought that...
A few years ago, the current rulers were ousted.
Oh. So, right.
The current rulers
So-
were ousted, the young friends, by
Oh, okay,
soldiers
that-
from Altdorf. Altdorf is the capital. So soldiers from the capital, the
Okay.
shittiest and worst soldiers, were sent to basically screw with stuff and mess stuff up. And overthrow, and have stayed as
I forgot
extra
Altdorf
town
was the
guards.
capital. Okay.
Correct.
Alrighty. And so, what's like the general disposition towards us?
Towards
Being
y'all,
here as basically forced community service.
honestly, indifference,
Okay, good.
which could be worse, you know.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Abel would spend time. Is there other guards, like, just around that like aren't actively working?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll spend time by moving around and just being like, pleasure to meet you. I'm Abel. I'm new here. Abel Heim, but you can call me Abel. Up for a game of cards? Anyone? Just to pass the time?
Yeah, you probably go like around lunchtime into the mess hall there. Do y'all have all of the labels? I guess you wouldn't. If
No.
let me hang on. The mess hall is over here though. But you go in and take some time to try and butter up some of them and invite them to play a game of cards, which I'm assuming you probably lose. Give me a
For sure.
give me a roll of some kind. A gossip test, probably. We'll make it a hard one also.
Okay. Marginal success,
Okay.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, is this pass or fail?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I mean, it's both. If you had gotten a better roll, I would have given you more.
Oh,
but-
wonderful. In that case, I
Oh,
will
yeah.
spend a fortune point
Absolutely.
and turn that into
A
a +1 instead of just a 0. Just for a little bit
Fantastic.
more. A little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you manage to kind of find a group of guards to sit down and talk to. They at the very least seem amenable to not treating you like shit, not fully keeping you out of the loop and out of everything. And yeah, give me. It's the start of something.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Everyone, please,
Mhm.
on your sheet, you have a place for in your skills section. Down at the bottom, there is extended tests.
Mhm.
If you click on that, you can create an extended test and name it just your relationship with the guard. And then you can put, if you edit it, we're going to say to get to the next level is 5 total successes of them kind of moving towards treating you better.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and everyone put that down.
Are
And
you
now
doing
have-
so for me? Because I do see it appearing.
No, I just was seeing how it worked. But you can do so.
Okay.
Everyone go ahead and put that down.
All right.
Treatment in the watch.
Failing decreases progress.
No.
I
Okay.
don't know.
That's in details. I mean, I can just, if it's party wise, I can track it.
Yeah. It's also possible that, I guess that's true too. It's also possible that I can just drag it from your sheet to everyone else's.
Yes, that does seem to be the case. It should be fully set up.
Cool.
Because it's this.
Great.
Except, allow me to... Oh, if I click it, it does say could not find characteristic or skill to match. So let me see if I can fix that.
Huh. I could just like drag it into the extended
'cause
tests
the
myself.
test I need to have be, I think, gossip. And if I do that, yes, it now works properly.
Great.
So I can just click that, and if I do a post to chat, yes, there we go. It'll be in there, and then can I set it to having 1 success already?
I don't
I will
think
just
so.
roll until I get a success. I will just do that. Oh, that did 2 because of how that works.
That's fine because Amber
Okay.
also had a success earlier.
Wonderful.
It was technically a +0 for her, but it's,
Yeah,
it's
so
plus-
I'll just track it.
yeah. So
and
everyone
see
else
if
can
I
get rid of it, just because of the way that it works. But
Yes. I don't know if I can manually alter it, but we'll see.
yeah. For Walter, what are you doing?
Yes. Honestly, I'm going to the mess hall to get some damn food. I haven't eaten. I am starving.
Valid. You were given a piece of bread and a strip of jerky.
I'll follow you on that one.
Yeah. I'm just going to the mess hall to get food and
Yeah. Yeah, you go get some food. You grab some food. There's still a couple hours. What is kind of the main thing that
So Kath, oh sorry.
go
Oh.
go ahead. No, if you wanna talk to her, fantastic.
So Catherine,
Yes.
you out of everyone else pique my interest.
Oh, thank you.
What brings kind of in a hushed tone. What brings a witch hunter in training
Well,
to Uberstead?
Ubersreik.
Ubersreik, whatever. Ubersreik, yeah.
Yeah.
I slide a paper towards him, and it says, "Kill Walter."
He is a witch.
Sorry. I wrote it just now. I was just having fun. Anyway. Well, it's a good question. DM.
I don't know. You tell me. Why are
Okay.
you here?
Why
Your
am I
character?
here? Fuck it.
Porque aquí.
I've heard some rumors going around. Some more witching going around, and here I am. Going on rumors.
On the other
That's
side of the
all
mess
you
hall.
need.
And that's when I was looking through all of the weird
That's valid.
colors.
That's valid. Oh,
Did you know
Whatever.
that light, when it goes through glass, refracts into different
So,
colors?
It was amazing to learn.
well, I'm glad you're on our side. Yeah, I'm glad you're on our side in the matter.
as long as you don't put a witchy spell on, then you'll all be safe.
It was like magic.
Valid.
Magic!
You all spend time kind of, some of you forming relationships with each other, some of you trying to better your relationship with the guard as a whole. And eventually, night falls, and it comes time to go
Who
to
fells it?
Moon
your
is
mom to go see your new boss.
the sun
the
has
tavern.
fallen.
The
Where did it
Rascal Raven.
go?
Abel makes certain to arrive
say?
like at the moment that it could be like qualified as night. As like most people would be like, you know. He's very punctual about it. He's very worried
Yeah,
about
yeah.
making a bad impression.
I
Yeah.
walk up like 5 minutes later, see Abel already there, and just kind of smack him in the back of the head.
While I'm there like 15 minutes beforehand, just like
You're 3 drinks in.
Yeah.
And you have Catherine
Finish
an
that. I go
hour
and
later.
slap Walter
Huh?
for being already drunk.
I'm not drunk.
I don't know if we could actually even afford a drink.
I have. You want to know how much money I have?
3 shillings.
10. 10
I have,
shillings.
You have 10 shillings?
I
Yeah.
have 5 shillings.
Bing chilling.
Bring shilling.
My
Shilling.
'cause when we were rolling, I got like 10. So
Yeah, he's got 10 pennies and a single shilling.
I actually have no pennies. I
Doesn't
only
know
have
where he
2
got
shillings.
it.
Honey.
Oh, he has 10 shillings.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 silver
No.
shillings.
I have 5 silver shillings. You're richer than
Oh,
me.
I meant like from a
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he has like a shingle from a
Catherine
room, and
joins
he thinks
all
it's
of
a
you
shilling. He's just
an
mispronouncing.
hour late.
Oh, yeah.
An hour
Um,
late.
Mm,
Yeah,
Classy.
you all, once you all get there, Abelheim being the first one there, you see him pretty quickly off in an alcove, and he waves you over. It's partially kind of obscured by curtain, and calls for a round of drinks from Ethelind, the barmaid, and he kind of leans into you once you all get there. Abel,
Mhm.
give me a gossip check.
Jeez, yeah. I'm not great at these.
I mean, you're the first one there. You have a chance to make an impression on him before anything else happens.
I won't make
if
an
you-
impression at all, so do your best.
But you! Success!
Wow.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you kind of make an impression on him. He
Good evening, sir.
seems to take a liking to you. He saw. I like a man who can show up on time. I do. And
wonderful.
then
Well,
once everyone
I
else is
am,
kind of there, go ahead.
Very punctual.
Well, you'll get along. We'll get along just fine then.
I gave you my word I'd be here on time, and by Sigma, I will keep it.
He seems to appreciate that.
What we're talking about?
Oh, good, you're all here.
Apologies.
And he kind of waves in. Ethelind, around for everyone, please. And then once you all kind of settle down and a round is given.
I really
he
appreciate
says, "Now,
that. Many thanks.
there's 2 Ubersreiks, you see.
Mm.
There's the one you know, the day one, and another one entirely in the night. The young Freuds did their best to keep the shadows quiet, but they're gone now. And all sorts of things have stirred up. Folks up and vanishing, moving on elsewhere, or down the Teufels, we like to say. Meaning not breathing as they go. Now,
Aye?
it's our job to look after the shoddy side of Ubersreik. We won't be patrolling the hill. Oh, no. Morgensight's not for the likes of us. Nah, it's the docks and the dregs for us. Whenever you're in the precinct, keep a sharp eye out, too. Be wary of large groups of Altdorfers. They're trouble. Most of my mates from the watch, they're all gone now. Or on the wall with the rest of the loyalists. Meaning that they are on heads mounted on pikes hanging over the wall of the city. Other than me and the captain,
Lovely.
and a few other trustworthy sorts, just know you're pretty much on your own here. Now, I'll patrol with you for a bit, show you your duties and such, though. So.
All right,
Well, so I'm sure that in time.
Appreciated.
I mean, we're all here for the same reason.
Yeah.
If it
Aye,
helps
that
at
we
all,
are.
I have a good sense for the docks.
And, you know,
Even I.
as Sigma says, you know, together we will succeed. So,
Well, good. Glad to hear it. You all kind of have a pleasant evening. He seems charming and likable. The barmaids seem to like him just fine too. After a
Abel,
pleasant evening.
mentally adds this guy to people I would die for.
Oh yeah.
After
This guy's a good guy. I like him.
after a pleasant evening, he tells you, have a good night's rest. Meet him the next day, mid-morning, near the customs house. There was a time you'd be either day or night patrol, but not anymore. 3 by day, then 3 by night now.
What is it, patrols?
What's that?
Sorry, what?
Abel asks, hours or patrols? Like, what is 3? 3 referring to what?
3 days in a row, you'll be day shift. Then you've a day off. Then you've got 3 days in a row of night shift. Then you've a day off. Because there's 8 days in a week for some dumb reason.
Gotcha.
No.
God.
They had to be different, so there's 8 days every week and 400 days a year, to whom it may concern.
Oh.
But the planet's just further away, son.
Different planet or slower.
That
slow.
that
Maybe
has
the same distance, but
yeah.
if
The
they
planet
measure
being
years
further
by-
away has nothing to do with the number of days in a week.
I mean, I guess if it was
But
the same
days in a year, it
speed,
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, days in a
Days
year,
week,
yeah.
No, but
Could be a
Week
bigger
is just
planet.
an arbitrary cutting off of
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
yeah. Abelheim will ask the others if any of you speak Bretonian or Wastelander.
Where do we see our languages again?
That would be in grouped and advanced skills in the skills section. Mostly asking because Abelheim speaks a little bit of both and just doesn't want to get rusty.
I don't have any languages.
Ah, unfortunate.
I think I could have taken Bretonian, but I chose not to.
That's
those
fine.
were
You'll
all
find someone
ones
else
that
to
were
talk to.
available to you as a human.
Yes. He'll find someone else to kind of be like another
you probably
guard.
find someone in the inn.
Yeah, or someone to just be like, hey, I just don't want to get rusty, and like, just have a conversation in Bretonian for a bit.
Yeah, it's a trade town, so there are always people who do. But you all turn in pretty early. I'm assuming you have your first day on the job tomorrow at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Whoopee!
You
Witch Hunter.
go out, meeting at the customs house. For which is where he told you to meet up. It is
Uniformed up.
Yeah, I'm uniformed up.
Yeah.
Nice bright blues and gold.
Everyone who isn't has like a shoulder cloth indicating them as a member of the guard.
I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, no, wait, no. The the militia would have different armor than the guards to identify them. So yeah, I guess I would have something. Yeah, I would have that shoulder cloth.
At this point, we're all in literally the same outfit, just different colors, by the way.
Yeah, that's very fun. He takes you all on patrol down, basically just going up and down the River Teufel.
Lovely.
He points out, as you pass them, down over there, that's where the criminals are laying out at night. So be on the lookout. Oh, right over there, 2 weeks past, beggar brutally murdered in the middle of the night. Horrible screams. We came a-running, and by the time we got there, the body was already torn to smithereen.
Lovely night.
That's unpleasant.
Are you two what?
Are we to make arrests if we witness criminal activity?
Oh, sure. You could make arrests if you want to. It's kind of a lot of paperwork sometimes. But
Sounds like my kind of guy.
As you're kind of asking him, you're passing through the kind of smaller market right over here on the south side of the docks.
People will mentally learn how to read and write specifically so that he can be better at this job.
Yeah. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, wonderful.
Sure, darling.
Let's shoot. Oh!
Ooh.
Do I ever get any kind of
Wow.
advantages from my class for doing stuff at
I
dock?
believe it's talents. If you have a talent, that would say.
I don't know. What are your
I
talents?
believe you do.
Oh, my talents are
You have
craftsman.
a bonus to any test that involves fishing.
Yeah, I
and
know
are a strong
that.
swimmer.
If
Those
it's
are kind
about
of
a
your two.
trap, I just kind of automatically start to see shit.
Yeah.
I know I get a bonus to like people's opinion of me because I'm a noble. I didn't
Yeah.
know if class had anything like that.
I have a
Yeah.
bonus to your intimidation.
The only
Um,
thing
Fuck
I
yeah.
have for navigation is orientation. And that's it.
Figure out where you
what that
are, but
means
not
is
where
that
you're
for
going.
gossip, with people who view you as a higher status than them,
Hmm.
you have
Jose.
basically advantage on the test.
So yeah, rarely at your current personal wealth
Correct.
will that come
You're not
up,
in fancy
but-
enough clothes, but
But
once you kind of
eventually-
level up, you will be. Because you've set off on your own, right?
Mm.
If you were to try and start throwing around the family name, there's a 50-50 chance whether someone would believe you or think that you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I also
you-
will, just to be clear, be kind of subconsciously, while we are moving, like very obviously visible as like standing here to those around me, but doing things subconsciously of like moving through shade and like kind of like having cover around me when possible, basically using my rover ability, which is just trying to like even though it's not really rural environment, just trying to like kind of subconsciously be out of sight of most people.
Yeah. Absolutely. You are.
But then I asked this question.
Everyone
and
but
don't notice
Abelheim.
anything. Yeah.
Everyone but Abelheim immediately notices everyone but Abelheim immediately notices a pickpocket cut the purse of an old woman, and then she slips away before a crowd, into a crowd. Everyone who sees it can take a quick action and will be a little bit closer to them, assuming that you wish to pursue.
Well, yeah.
Does
I'm
everyone
gonna
want to do so?
Try.
And I'm assuming, Abel, you pick up on, oh, shit's going down, and start making a run for it too.
Mm-hmm.
Is Catherine joining in?
Catherine is just slowly walking.
Okay, not unfazed by it.
Yep.
Abel will see them like start to move, and will like look to the captain for a brief, to the sergeant for a brief moment to be
He
like,
seems moving also.
wonderful, and will grab Catherine, assuming that Catherine also has not spotted what is going on. And we'll just be like, come on, Cat, we gotta get moving. There appears to be something going on.
I didn't know we were on Cat.
I mean, is that fine?
Sure. You're cute.
All right,
Yeah,
Cat, come on.
everyone-
Just
As you all go, everyone give me an athletics check.
Fuck
I
yeah.
actually get advantage with athletics.
Damn.
Why do you get advantage with athletics?
I think because
well, if you click on it, it will say if
Yeah.
you have a.
No, oh, never mind. It's athletic test involving leaping. So never mind.
I will count that. You're like leaping over stalls and shit.
Ah,
So
my
go ahead and
rules.
give yourself an advantage.
My rules represent me
I will
so
remind
badly.
you that you can
Oh,
also
my
spend
God.
you can spend a fortune point to re-roll any of you.
That is true for
I
everyone.
know.
I'm gonna
everyone.
I'm
yeah.
gonna use
and,
the
now
four.
and then Rosabelle, you can now spend another fortune point if you have one to
Not for
increase
today.
that to a success.
I have one left, but it's not letting me.
Shoot, where's the?
If you right click, it won't let you add one.
It says make private, delete, take dark deal, oppose with target.
Weird, because it will
Even
let
though
me
I have
when
one
I
more
reroll.
fortune point.
That seems to just be bugged, because it will let me if I go
Okay,
to do
well, I'm
so.
just gonna spend my last fortune point and have a
Yeah.
success.
Yep.
If
You've
that's
got
cool.
a +0 then.
What has a +1?
What's
Is anyone
fate
else gonna
points?
reroll? Fate points are your my head does not get chopped off, Mr. DM. Instead, I fall into the river and am washed away. To
Oh,
wake
gotcha,
up
They
on
do
the
gotcha.
shore
not
an hour
come
later.
back.
They
And
do not come
also,
back.
Your fortune points are, you have a number of them per session equal to your fate points.
Yes.
And so if 10 sessions from now you have 0 fate points remaining, that also means you have no fortune ever again.
Damn.
No, I think I'm okay with seeing them like start to do it and just I'll keep pace with the sergeant as best as I can. But
I
let
just
them
fall.
kind of catch up.
Yeah, Walter. You are the one who
Walter.
manages to catch him. You catch the thief, kind of tackle him to the ground.
Where you going, little shit?
Yeah, you tackle him
Where
to
you
the
going,
ground.
slut? That's really what I thought
Get
you were
off
about
me!
to say.
You know,
Ah.
I'm just trying to make a living.
Unfortunately,
Steven
You
ain't
can't
one.
break the law. You're not allowed to live in Ubersreik.
Yeah. Klump and Klug, kind of well done. Good,
You're the
good
one
job
who
on
did that
one.
crime.
And
Look.
he walks up, pats you on the shoulder, grabs the bag of coins that the thief had taken, and pulls out half of it and puts it in his own pocket, and then returns the bag to his owner. Spot fine, that is, for leaving your bag unguarded. And then turns to the thief and says, "Now, don't you be doing that in my here city anymore, yeah?" And then like shoos the thief off to go away.
Or else I can find you.
We found you once, we'll do it again.
look,
I
I understand you're trying to make a living. I get it. Times are tough. I'll do you a favor. This is my own charity to you to make a better living for yourself.
think he's talking to the
Is that a
thief.
deal? I'm talking to the thief.
He's trying to
You
do
shoot
a
him
good
away.
thing and give him a
Are-
little
are-
bit of money.
Are you giving him money?
I'm giving him a silver will a silver
A
silver
silver?
shilling-
That's a lot.
That's the
To
only thing
most
I have on
people.
me.
Well,
That's-
then hand me. I'll break it for you.
But also, okay, I'll hand you a silver shilling. Break that up for me real quick.
Yeah, of course, sure.
I
I'll hand you 11 back.
Abel
I'll owe you
runs
one
away.
later. Oh, you one later. Yeah.
I'll hand him
Uh,
5 brass.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Just-
Live a better
I'm not-
life. Don't do this same mistake again. You don't-
She nods. She nods, swipes it out of your hand, and runs.
Catherine kind of walks up to the captain.
Did you get
So-
a good look at her face? If we see her again, we're taking that money back, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Oh, captain.
What was that?
Or whatever I should call you.
Uh-huh.
So,
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Sorry.
Yes.
Ever seen someone of the watch give money to a thief?
No, that was mighty strange for sure. But anyways, your cut of the fine, and he hands each of you a silver shilling,
Silverback.
All
and then
right.
puts the rest back in his pocket.
Lovely. I just have to walk
I
around
think
and
I
get money.
understand what he was trying to do. Just don't know if it'll work. But mighty proud.
Alright.
Pat him on the shoulder.
Well, like you said, if we find them again, it's doing the same thing. It's there's a place.
They'll owe us interest. Yes, wonderful.
Yes. Off of the hands, I say.
I don't. That's a little much.
Well, we could cut off
Sounds
your
like a lot of-
hands.
Sounds like a lot of paperwork, but
Hi.
Well, if you could read or
this is
write.
more money than I think I've ever seen. I say holding 2 silver shillings.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, you have
cute ones.
come into a shit ton of money for you. The
I just
the
pat
rest of
Abe
the
on
day,
the shoulder.
The rest of the day goes by pretty standard. The next couple days do as well. It is now your second day of kind of night duty. You're again with Clump and Klug. And you kind of smell the scent of smoke round a corner and see what you know to have once been a butcher shop and also the dude's house on fire. And here
Oh fuck!
can hear people calling out from inside for help. A large group stands in the street watching the fire and milling about uncertainly.
Bro, I toss my hat to somebody and run into the building.
Same.
Yeah. Clump and Klug to Catherine and Walter, who are kind of hanging back for a second. Don't react quite as fast. He just kind of shakes his head, shrugs, and then just starts to walk on and calls to y'all, we don't do fires, and just keeps walking.
This watch thing, it's confusing.
I keep trying to save people from the burning building.
You take half the money from a person that gets stolen from, then you don't.
She would have had none of it if we hadn't caught her, eh?
True.
Abel, as he gets up to the building, right? Definitely checks is the exit just obscured? Is it just not? Is it they're almost out, or are they deep in the building?
They are deep in the building. The fire has started, but it is possibly doable to put out the fire, or to try and extricate the people from inside of it. Do you wish to do one of the two?
We're right near the water, right? We're pretty...
You're somewhat close to the water. Yeah, you can try to.
We'll just look to
get
the
a bucket
others,
line going,
and we'll just look to the group, and we'll just go.
I toss my bucket.
A penny for everyone who's in that bucket line. Come on,
Yeah, absolutely. Give
I'll
me
do it for
a leadership or an intimidate check, and if you're offering money and are going to follow through with it,
yes,
you can have advantage. You can make it an average check.
Do I have the? I also, by the way, I will let you know.
Can I help him with that check? By suggesting the bucket line.
I have the talent. Attractive? It is mostly for charm things. I just don't know. It might help.
Let's see.
As what it normally does is, it says you can choose to use your rolled SL or the number rolled on your unit's die?
Meaning your ones die. So if you rolled a 38, yeah, I will say for that. If you roll a 38,
so
it has to be a successful roll.
It's a plus 4.
So
we will make that a plus 8. Yeah,
a plus
use
8.
Attractive.
Yes.
Which is a ridiculous success.
The people will go for it. It is just a simple check, but they immediately hop to it.
Yeah, get the fire out.
I'm trying to get the people out from inside while he's organizing that.
Give me a cool test to charge in.
Sure.
Catherine is helping with the water.
Whoa!
Okay. You manage to steel yourself enough to charge into the building. Because you are actively putting out the fire, I need an athletics check from you to... there are 3 people in the room, in the building. It will take 3 rounds to fully clear the building of trapped people.
Okay.
Each round, whoever is inside will need to make an athletics test or be set on fire. Because you are actively putting out the fire, it is only an average test. So make an average athletics test. Please. Anyone else who wishes to go inside may do so.
Oof! Wow, that really sucked.
I'm sorry. It will take 3 rounds to do so. There are not 3 people. That is a failure. You are ablaze.
Okay.
As a large beam falls right next to you and sparks catch your clothes slightly.
Someone will need
I'm
new
glad I
outfit.
tossed my hat to somebody else.
That is Abelheim and Catherine, Walter and
Hmm.
Rosabelle.
Can
What are y'all
I-
doing? Are y'all?
can
Well, hang
I-
on.
Well, no,
hang on,
that's
'cause
me.
We're going in.
That's
we're
me.
oh yes, that's what I meant. Abelheim and Rosabelle. Hang on, Abel, because we're going in, treating it like a round, basically.
I was just going to say the first bucket of water, even if it's gross water, if you were running inside, Abel definitely would have dumped that first bucket on you.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
why it's
run
easier. That's
in,
why it's an
yeah.
average.
I was just saying to be clear.
That's why it's an average test instead of a normal, because that's assumed. Catherine and Walter, what are y'all doing?
Helping with the water line.
Okay. Yeah, you're
I
assisting
would've-
there.
Hmm?
At that point, I would have, as soon as Rosabelle rushed in,
Yeah.
I would have followed suit. Like, oh, you. Like,
You'll be the hero, Walter.
Give me
Well-
a cool test. Give me a cool test.
cool.
But do give yourself one, make it an average one, because I love the image of you being like, God damn it, she can't show me up. I have to go in too.
Rosabelle lives to show people up. Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
And then give
can't
me
show me.
that athletics test. It is average again.
Well,
average
der
again.
Kupfrausch.
Would this involve leaping over stuff as well? Like with
Yeah. Oof. You are also ablaze.
hold up.
By the
I'm
way, if
gonna-
you didn't, Amber, you can click on apply ablaze up in the chat there,
Okay.
and it should apply it to yourself. Oh, did you spend a fortune point and reroll that?
Yes.
Great. You are not ablaze then.
Oh wow, I'm on fire. I'm glad
Of course you are.
I'm not.
Amber,
Yeah.
you have a choice.
Mm.
Do you continue to stay in here, or do you leave? Get yourself
I-
doused, waste around, and then go back in.
No, I stay and help people.
Okay.
Even if I
Roll
take
that
max
D10.
damage, I can survive at least one round.
3?
Sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
What would you say is your least protected hit location?
Least protected?
Uh-huh.
I guess my head. I threw my hat off. I have leg armor, so not
Okay.
there definitely.
Yeah, you took your hat off and threw it near the somewhere it might not get burned.
The head is
Yeah.
also the most wet location currently, though.
That's true.
Sure. I
Um
don't know.
it doesn't super matter.
The
But
top
you'll
of my
take
body
8
somewhere.
damage, but your toughness is 3, so
Yeah.
you don't take any damage from that.
Damn.
As you manage to get out the first set of people, you just kind of push through. I need, as you run back in and are doused in water again, another athletics roll to get to the second group of people for you.
Right. Same, just regular challenging.
Yep. No. Sorry, average.
Oh, okay. Should I
Which would have been 52. So it doesn't matter. It's still a failure. You are ablaze again. Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
It's fine.
Abelheim, you have now directed the people with the water. Are you continuing to do so, being like, hey, make sure it doesn't spread to the other buildings, that kind of shit?
Yeah, as he's like, throwing the water, trying to put out the fire. Definitely has some people on lookout for like if it's going to, spread. Getting all of that, making sure everything's okay, and
yeah, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
And I'll say this is average.
Horrible failure. I'm not the one looking. I'm telling other people to look.
Sure. That was not for that. Catherine, what are you doing?
Yes. I am ordering people to get buckets of water, give it to me, and then we just keep like I'm like basically ordering people doing the line and
Give
also
me
being in
a
it.
perception check as well. Just a normal one.
Sure, I could do that for you. Perception.
Ooh.
I don't. Oh, there's my roll. You know what? Fuck it. There we go. I have used a fortune.
Nice.
My first one.
Our DM is dead.
Our DM is dead. We're taking over the story. We break everyone. Heresy. Darling, you should go more to the right with your
order
fucking
everyone
water
into
butt.
the house and set it on fire again.
As this fire is going on, the thing you see falling from the sky are space marines.
Yeah. They were the ones who set fire to the house.
Apologies. Catherine, you
Yeah.
notice sitting on a stool at the bar that is across the street, Klumpen Klug is sitting at a table and has ordered a cup of ale and seems to be kind of calmly drinking it while watching y'all from the sideline.
I'm walking straight towards him.
I
With a
don't
bucket of
like
water.
this guy anymore.
Okay,
I thought he was cool, but now I don't like him.
It will take you the round to get over there.
That's totally fine.
Okay. Walter,
Valto here.
I need
Walter.
athletics check from you. You get the first group out, go back in for more. Yeah, easy. No problems. Back up to Catherine. There are 2 more groups of people, one for each of you. Catherine, do you wait or do you...
Not me.
Do you try to... I'm sorry. I keep looking at the screen. I need to close your screen. That's the problem. It's because every time I look over there, Catherine is in big bold words.
Yeah.
Rosabelle.
Yeah.
You are... Oh, no, you're not on fire because you spent a thing. Oh, you are on fire. Sorry.
I am on fire.
You are on fire. Great.
Very
I'll
much.
take
What doest thou?
Help more people.
Okay, great. Give me that D10.
It's a D10 plus 1 now, as they have 2 sets of ablaze.
That is true.
So 8 minus 3.
Correct. Quite a bit of damage, but you do manage to get almost all of the people out. You see Walter has the
12
last group of
minus
people.
5.
7.
7, yes.
Okay. Sweet. If I get them out, I don't have to roll for this one.
Yeah, you get them out, and I'm assuming the rest of you, Inannis, you put her out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Another 1 bucket
for a
gets
check.
booshed.
You've got a bucket of water and dump it on her head. She goes out instantly.
Many thanks. See my hat anywhere?
I have your hat. I will look to one of the owners, right? One of the people, I'm presuming, that was inside. Have they've all been gotten out?
Walter has the last group of people.
Wonderful. I will order them to like keep going, go till the fire's out. You will get paid, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll find the dude who owns the shop.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of like ask him some questions, do the kind of normal thing, be like, you know, what do you think happened? What do you think was the cause? Like, blah 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 blah. And then we'll just kind of casually slip in there, like, you know, like, I'm going to need to take inventory as soon as the fire's out, like, you know, the whole thing. Very obviously pulling our sergeant and being like, you know, I'm taking a fucking commission for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you
making that kind of clear.
You do so. You find the guy. He seems very thankful, doesn't have any idea what happened. You do, however, find you make a contact with someone who immediately, as soon as you're like, we've got to do something, is the first one to jump, and you're immediately like, this guy, I like this guy. His name is Narby Ditwin. Can I post him in the chat? Oh, I can. Here you go. Does it let you see that?
Yes. I'm so glad that it's not spelled with a G. And it's actually Narby.
Yes.
You don't have a sufficient person to view the sheet for this
Narby
character.
Ditwin.
Yeah, no, can't open up the actor sheet, but can see the name.
Okay, he's can I move the picture? I can show you the picture. There he is. Lean man with a distinctive scar through his right eye. Left arm was badly burned in the fire, but he immediately helps us as soon as best he can.
Yeah.
Jumping to Catherine.
Hello, darling.
The sergeant sees you approaching. And is like just sitting calmly at his table, sipping on his ale. What are you doing?
I might be cool today. I grab his drink and throw it away. You are a disgrace of a captain, whatever the fuck you are wanting to be called. I don't care right now. You're wanting to sacrifice those lives in that fire without you, and you just sit here like a little bitch, looking at us working for you. What kind of person are you? If you want to save the city or whatever.
He says, now, I paid 4 pennies for that drink.
And I don't give a shit.
And he holds out his hand to you.
Oh, God, Oh no, don't do it.
He unjustly made a silver earlier.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Is he gonna be like, you've done exactly what I want you to do? Oh, God.
Don't give him a damage.
For out of character for a moment, my intrusive thoughts were I pick my dagger and I fucking stab his hand. But I'm not going to.
No, don't stab his hand, no.
No. But that's my intrusive thought at a moment.
The bucket. Put the bucket in his hand.
I put the bucket in his hand, yes. Here you go. Maybe work for your city once, maybe.
Here's the thing.
Damn.
I told you we don't do fires.
And
you decided to go outside of your job and try to be a hero or something. We've got a brigade for that. There's no need for this nonsense.
And what's your job description?
I get it. Sometimes you've gotta, you know, oh, I'm the hero. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do all this nonsense and, oh, I'm gonna save the world as a god. No, that's a bunch of bullshit. You and I both know the world doesn't work that way.
Oh, poo-hoo. I'm not here trying to be heroes. I'm trying to save a person that is dying. Isn't that like your whole schmuck about like, oh, we need to save our citizens so we can have truce and peace? Isn't that what you all stand for? And here you are just sitting on your ass drinking a little bit of.
Now, here's the thing. Right. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
I can tell.
However, it is also the case that I am the one who gets to decide whether your neck heads to the gallows or whether you get to keep working for our fine city. So I suggest you change your tone slightly, and we can readdress this in the morning. Once you've all put out that fire, why don't you all have the night off, eh? We'll let cooler heads prevail and continue our job tomorrow night at the same time. And he stands up, goes and orders another mug of ale. And you see him like gesture to you, and the barkeep nod, and then he walks off with his mug of ale.
Do I? Two questions. One, do I see him leave?
Mm.
Yes.
Because I did kind of see that happen. Two, have I completed my task and currently have money?
What do you mean and currently have money?
Well, because I did tell the man. I did mention, that, kind of pulling the, there's a commission for this sort of thing. Like the sergeant had taught me.
I don't understand what you're trying to ask. Are
The
you asking
man-
if he has paid you, or are you asking if
The man
you have
whose
money to pay
house
him?
we have put out.
Yes.
Have we gone in, and, like, yep, the stuff's still there, and have I taken a commission from him?
Gotcha.
Because
yeah,
that
if you
yeah.
ask for a commission from him, he will give you what he can, which is
absolutely does, yes.
4 pennies is all that
Wonderful.
he has on him.
Roosevelt wants no part of that
This is
extortion.
like a butcher shop, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming that there is. My goal is, I'm assuming that there is a place of which he holds money in the shop.
Trying to rob
Unless you
him?
were going into the shop and taking more. He just gives you what he has on his person.
Oh yeah, so here's what my intentions are, right? To be clear. Because this is kind of what he has showed me. This was a dangerous thing, right? That we just did. Was a lot. I want to at some point go into the shop with him as we've put the fire out. Take that inventory, do that thing while I'm kind of asking him questions, being a guard, right? And find, like, if he has that, lockbox with money. And upon that being opened and him checking that, that is when I'm like, commission, and, like, looking for something, to kind of replicate, like, what he did with the purse.
The sergeant.
That is what I'm doing.
Okay. You were never given the opportunity to do so.
Okay.
You get the sense, because you're fairly good at reading people, you all kind of get the sense that the people do not like or trust the guard for the most part. You are
That's
in
totally fine.
the slums, basically.
Yeah.
He never mentions anything about having money or ever accepting a single coin for his business.
Do I see the lockbox at any point as I'm moving around? Is I guess the question.
Give me a perception check. It's a hard one.
Yeah, because I am in the marginal success.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am.
You see, kind of behind the counter, you see a small lockbox.
Yeah, I'll approach that, and just like this is it seems to be of importance.
Oh, yes, that's where I keep my important documents and whatnot. Deeds and all that.
Why don't you open it up? Let's make sure nothing's damaged in the fire.
It's boring
please,
paperwork.
I insist. I'm trying to make my sergeant's here, you know how it is, has to, I've got to be very thorough.
Clumped
Sergeant
is it?
None of your concern.
I know. Well, all right then. Yeah, he'll unlock it. And you see
Is
quite a bit
Abel
more in there.
doing this, like, discreetly?
Definitely discreetly to the people who are, like, not in the building. Like, I'm in the building with the dude alone.
Okay.
Any of you followed me in, definitely not discreetly to you.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend
what was in
Roosevelt
it?
doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what was in it? Yeah.
You find he gives you. There's quite a bit more pennies in there. He just kind of sighs and shrugs and hands you another 24.
All right, yeah.
Damn.
So I have 26 now.
Yes.
Is that's the case? Wonderful.
28.
Very.
Because it was 4
yes,
the
okay.
first time.
So I have 28. Got it. I'll yes, very generous. Thank you very much. I will look at him and I'll hand him back 6 of them, right? And be like, very generous, a little too generous. Yeah, come on, don't. Look, it's just for the sergeant, Just you're good. Or I'll hand him back 8. I'll take the 20. I'll hand him back the 8. And I'll be like, this should be enough to put him at ease for taking this detour. Thank you. And everything seem in order though. Nothing damaged. Nothing stolen. Nothing. I mean,
There's a giant
itself,
beam in the center of his room.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like nothing missing.
You mean the beam that fell
doesn't
on
seem
me?
to be ash.
I don't think any looters have come by. If that's what you're into now.
Yeah, just wondering if somebody stole something, tried to set fire to the place, maybe cover the tracks. Just being thorough.
He kind of looks at you sideways and says, "Yes, I think somebody stole something."
What do you think they stole?
On Monday.
20 pennies worth of meat.
All goes.
He's under the assumption that
pennies
you're
worth of
trying to
meat.
find an excuse to
Well.
give him back his money.
Yeah, he goes. Abel thinks about it. Is there like a claims thing that probably takes way too long to like get through and is really not worth it, but is there one?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll is there like a fee for filing a claim or something?
Oh yeah.
How much is that fee, do you think?
A shilling.
Damn,
so
it's
12
not even
of
worth
the
it if it's
12
less
of
than
them.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Abel is going to vary not from the pennies that he has been given, but from his own pocket. He's going to take a shilling and is going to, why don't you head on down to the damages and claims, and you can use this to file your claim. And hand him that. Give him a little wink, like. You said it was.
He like puts it in his breast pocket on the
He
inside
kind of
of
looks
his
around and he goes, you said it was 60 pennies worth?
Yeah, including the glass they broke.
Wonderful. 60 pennies worth. Good. Well, if you need a witness for that, you can tell them, Abelheim, Prit Stocker, took a look around, back it up. Have a good day. No, I'll like head out.
Yeah, absolutely. The information that you get is that he did see because he also was talking to like the people outside and whatnot. There seemed to be heavily cloaked and masked men came and set the building on fire on purpose. That they fought a little bit in the street and then fled, and the trail, even if you try to follow it, is immediately cold after that.
Wonderful. Right. I will just catch up with the sergeant as quick as I can after seeing him leave.
Yeah, you saw the direction that he went.
Yeah, I'll head that direction and just catch up with him. Because I don't know time is over, but I'll
Guardsman.
Sergeant, here, and I'll hand him the 20 pennies that I had gotten.
So this then?
Okay. Well, it was a commission that was generously given to us by the owner of the establishment after we saved his business.
Good thinking there. Got to make
I
sure
know that,
they know.
I'll let him finish that sentence before saying anything.
Yeah, got to make sure they know the money's going to the right people. You know, we've got to eat.
He goes, I know that fires is probably not in our job description, but I saw the opportunity to, I don't know, maybe earn a little good fortune, both with the people and in our pockets. Thought you would approve.
Well,
I
wouldn't approve of risking my own neck for it, but if you're wanting to risk yours, I've got nothing against it. As long as the right people get what's theirs in the end, he says and winks at you.
And I just I did also. How many people were part of that bucket line?
17.
17? Yeah. Well, poof. Goes my other shilling, but that's fine by me, as I did pay those people.
Yeah.
And get that all set up. But yeah, I just I kind of look around. Did anybody follow me as I paid the people and headed out? Did anyone follow?
No, Roosevelt stayed outside and was like making sure nobody was like severely injured.
Same. I would have stayed with the people I rescued and just make sure like everyone's like not fucking dying.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll kind of look around, realize that I'm alone.
Uh-huh.
Just, don't know where the others are, but I'm sure they're getting reports or something. But
Zombies.
is there more for us to do tonight?
Not tonight. We'll reconvene tomorrow.
Of course.
You all take the night off, and make sure that witch hunter fellow knows the right order of things. Yeah.
Oh, what happened? What'd she do?
Just borderline assaulting a superior officer is not the right way to go about things.
So why would she do that?
I've been wondering the same thing. Saw me
Oh,
over there supervising my good and brand new recruits. Watching from the sidelines, cheering you lot on. Comes over, takes me mug, throws it down the street. I had to pay for the mug, had to pay for a second one. Just bad buzz business all around that.
Well, yes, I'll be sure to give them a talking to. Try to figure that out. My apologies. I
Good.
can't understand why they would go do something like that. That's just.
I can't either.
Well, you have a good night then, sir. I guess I will go catch back up
You
with
as
them,
well,
get that
Abel.
settled, and
Get some sleep.
I'll head back. All right. Till tomorrow.
As all of that is happening, Catherine.
Oh, by the way, and I tell him about the hooded figures.
Yeah.
Like right before he leaves, I'm like, they told me about this. Probably good to
Interesting.
keep an eye out.
I'll be thinking on it. And he heads off. As that's happening, Catherine, you kind
What
of
up?
seething for a moment and go to
Yup.
leave the inn. And a barmaid comes out and says, "Your tab, sir," and hands you a bill for 8 pennies.
Sure. Let's, well, as we... Even though the captain of ours does that, he made a joke and, he puts it on the tab of the watch, He'll come pay it tomorrow.
Oh, no. The sergeant said that you specifically offered to pay for his drink, so...
Oh, did he now?
Yes, he's a good man, that one. Always done right. by
Sure. Totally. He's an absolute perfect person
Well,
that
nobody.
totally does not sit by and let people get hurt. No. Here's a shilling.
She goes to hand you the 4 pennies back.
I don't take it.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you, sir. Mighty kind to you.
Anger tipping.
The next day, we've got one more scene. To get
Yeah,
through, and then we'll be done for today.
Rosabelle makes sure everybody
Oh.
knows her name and not her family name and wants
Yes.
no
you
compensation, nothing at all.
Because this is also on y'all to remember. You will have a +10 bonus to all fellowship tests for the rest of your time in the watch while you are interacting with the poor folk of Ubersreik, as long as it is non-hostile. So you would have it for charm, but not for intimidate, probably.
I do.
The next day, you are all kind of first thing in the morning, like you've done your night shift, kind of last thing that you do for the day, for the shift. You are walking along the docks, and you see a gang of thugs trying to rob a merchant. Very clearly. The thugs look surprised, and the merchant hopeful as Klumpenklug kind of outpaces you all and walks up toward them and goes, "What's all this then?" The merchant begs for help, and Klumpenklug just kind of listens with his face impassive. He turns to the gang leader, who kind of looks about for a second and then finally says he owes his dock fees. Klumpenklug nods, turns back to the merchant and says, "Well, best for everyone, you pay what you owe, friend." The sergeant gazes directly at the gang leader, and says, "That's good advice for all, eh?" And then smiles and motions you all to follow him and walks down the street.
As I'm passing that gang leader,
Uh-huh.
I look to him and just sort of look into his eyes for a few moments.
Uh-huh.
And just very like, "Good day." And I look to the shop owner, give him like a half nod, and keep walking.
Uh-huh. As y'all get about, I don't know, a little ways away, you hear the clear sounds of the merchant being beat the fuck up. Do any of you, like, move to attempt to interfere?
I go, "Sergeant."
Yes, recruit?
"Demanding payment is one thing. Beating the snot out of him is another."
Oh, you want to help him, eh?
No,
Messing
I
about?
want to show them that they're not above us.
Messing about in Docker's business is as good a way to commit suicide as any, I suppose. They won't kill him. It'll all get sorted out, and the watch will have our due for the consideration of letting them handle their affairs without any fuss.
All right.
Good
Say
old
so
watch.
for now. I just don't like them having more power than you or the captains.
Well,
Doesn't sit right with me
if
as
we're
all.
in the position to demand they give us money, who's really got the power?
Suppose you got a point.
That I do.
Just don't
Smart
like them
man I am.
disrespecting you, sir. Just don't like it.
Well, that's because
To
you've
beat
got a good
them
head
up
on your shoulders.
within earshot of you is just
But
atrocious.
he says, but, you know, being as gregarious and magnanimous a character as I am, I let those little things just be swept under the rug. Isn't that right, Recruit Catherine?
calling
Under
you
the-
out.
Just like,
Under the bridge and over the river, as they say.
I'll elbow.
right, just like the dead bodies that you haven't done. But yes, of course.
Elbow. Like, very nice.
Yeah, you're doing
It
great.
is, at the end of this first week, obvious to all of you, except for maybe Abel. I don't know what's going on there. Exactly what is going on.
Abel knows. Abel knows.
Okay. Does anyone want in?
On the kind of corruption that's happening?
Yes.
Abel
Is able.
does, purely out of a seemingly the guise that he puts forward is an innocence of this is how it works, so this is how it must be.
Okay.
But he also sees this as a great opportunity to get all that information.
Does
Sure.
I guess getting in on it, does that also have the chance of not being singled out or some shit like that. Or I don't know how
What
to
do you
how to
mean?
like.
not being
You don't
singled out?
want to get
So
beat up by your.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So
Yeah.
you all
Ooh. Thunder.
are called to no. So you all kind of start to have some suspicions and do some digging and search around. Very carefully. It seems, as far as you can tell, Captain Pfeffer has zero idea and trusts Klumpenklug implicitly.
What's my feeling?
Has decided that he is a man who is trustworthy and is one of her best soldiers and trusts him very deeply. Without very hard evidence, there will be no way that she is convinced otherwise.
Right.
It seems it is very obvious to you. Some of the other soldiers kind of mention this kind of thing happening. However, it is only the native Ubersreik soldiers that do so.
The ones that are the
Altdorfers-
vast minority.
Correct.
Okay.
The Altdorfers seem just as bad, but are not connected specifically to Klumpenkrug.
Yeah. Rosabelle specifically has, like, she wants in on it, but with the caveat that, like, a counteroffer, sort of. Like, yeah, I'll be in on it, but also, once you turn your back, let me step up and seem like the hero of the people to make our reputation better.
Yeah.
Like, in on it, but also not.
To mention this, because I think that we as a group, one of these nights, get together and kind of talk about this.
Oh, for sure.
fully. And Abel, first of all, confronts Catherine. And is
Bitch.
like, look, you gotta cut that shit out because he will just have you killed. Like,
Oh yeah.
I am aware that he is not a great person at this point. He's not really fooling any of us.
Oh darling, I know.
We have to play by his rules for now. Here's the
Oh.
thing. I'm really in his good spot, and I drove myself into poverty to make it seem like I was on board with what he had, alright? Let me do it. I'll be his
Yeah.
little pet. I'll run around doing his bidding. I will take that mark upon my mortals with me to the grave. And in doing so, I will learn a lot. And when I have enough, we can do something about it. But
Aye.
you do not
You're
need
too
to get
good for this
yourselves
good.
involved, okay? I don't want to see all of you getting hurt. Just, unless you're really sure, I don't recommend. It seems like it would be a bad idea. That's all.
Oh, don't worry, dear. If he does nothing, I'll do nothing. If he does something, I'll do something.
Well, he's not going to do anything obvious.
Yeah.
But just
If his way of ruling, if he wants to not help with fires, then I will not help with fires. If he wants to help a person, I will help with them.
I talked to him about that. You can help with fires. We don't do fires, right? But
I
you
know.
can, it's not your job description, but you can
Well,
fucking
yeah.
do it. He's not gonna stop you. He's not gonna mark you for being an overachiever. He's not going to get
Ugh.
pissy with you about that. But what I'm saying is, don't
Piss him off.
instigate.
Don't expect him to be a hero because he's obviously not.
And also,
Oh no. I confronted him
Speaking of-
once, and I know it.
Speaking of this, like, you know, I'll do what he asks of me and make myself trustworthy.
You're very trustworthy.
You all don't have to.
He knows I won't.
My goal in all this is to get some semblance of fame and renown to myself.
Well, then, I can just set you up for it.
That was kind of the hope, the goal, yeah? I mean, I don't approve of most of his actions, but most people in his position do that anyway, so
Also,
it's not like we're gonna...
Ubersreik. If not him, it's...
We're not gonna change the city by any means. People just don't care.
No. We wouldn't
I'm
even
not
be able
gonna
to do
not
a small
help
bidding.
people.
Yeah, so let
But
me,
I'm also
let me
not
do the
gonna-
dirty work, and you just reap the benefits.
I'll play along like a good little kid.
Good, good.
Um,
Walter,
I try to
Yes.
propose this to him in a way that makes it seem
don't
beneficial.
worry, look, I'm not
Whatever-
the idiot you think I am.
I know you're not.
Whatever helped me get up the weight
Wait.
ranks, I don't bother. I don't care. I want to help the
Again.
people.
I'll do the dirty work, and you all reap the benefits. We're a team.
Aye.
Aye.
the Ubersreik 4, they call us.
Yes, we're
The
the
Ubersreik.
Ubersreik 4. Like the
You
Ubersreik
should-
5, but worse.
You
Alright.
should treat him to a drink and let him know that heroics can be
Yeah.
more beneficial than ignoring problems.
Just please, please, please. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, yes.
I will go have a drink with him later tonight. We'll get this all worked out.
Yeah, you do so, and he seems amenable to that.
I just kind of talked to him about, like, those who came with me, they don't really understand, like, why we do what we do, but, like, that's
Right.
okay.
I
They
want
can do
to be more
the
clear. I
unique
want it.
stuff.
Rosabelle is wanting to be in on it, but playing the other side of it.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if you understood that.
No.
Well, what I am saying
Okay.
as Abel, right, is because if you're in on it, you will be called to do shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But if I'm in on it, and I'm just feeding you information and getting you set up and letting you kind of take the hero side of it, and I am just the information giver on my end, then it is totally fine and you can do what you're trying to do without actually being quote-unquote in on it.
Yeah, but I want him to think I'm in on it.
Okay.
Is the whole
Who do
point.
you tell Klumpenklug is willing to do the quote-unquote extra work?
I guess the question is then, for our Riverwoman, is it
Hmm.
that you're like, oh yeah, I'm totally willing to go extort people at weapon point? Or are you, I'm okay with turning a blind eye to it and knowing it's happening and just sort of not reporting it to anyone or giving a shit?
I want to be told to extort somebody at weapon point, do it while he's watching, and then turn around at the same time, make him be framed as the bad guy by repaying the people.
Okay.
You get it? Like, I want him
So you also
to tell
want
me to
him
do
think that
something
you are
and
in on
do it, and then
Well,
after
if you-
his
if
back
you-
is turned,
yeah.
fix it. So he's the bad guy only. And it's like, I'm doing this because I'm forced to, but here, the watch isn't that bad, it's just him, and get the people to hate him.
That
Gotcha.
is a version of my goal.
Yeah.
So I will, I guess, inform him that
I also would like to say that it's like, if I wasn't, like, I know I wasn't clear, but Walter does not mind being in on it if it allows him to get up the ranks.
Okay.
No,
But
so
at
you
the
have
same-
like low morals.
Yeah. Well, but also he wants to help the people. So
Yeah,
he's not
so your goal is the exact same
Yeah,
as
it's the
mine.
same it's the same
Need
exact
to
thing.
be in on it.
What I'm
Hang on. Catherine, where are you?
Yes, darling. Where am I?
Yes, where are you
Just
on
wandering.
this? On this issue, what I mean. Are you willing to at least uphold appearance, or do you just pretend it doesn't happen?
I'll be in on it. She'll be in on
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I will go to him, and I will make it clear that for all of them, right?
I know my purpose.
Like, they're not as understanding of it. But know what needs to be done and knows that
They're willing, but you're excited.
yeah, precisely. Like, they're willing, but like, you know, I frame it all in this sort of innocent, like, like, they understand that without the commissions and without turning a blind eye to, some things, like, we'd be overwhelmed and destroyed.
And
But
that's
they don't.
just not good for business.
And that's not good for business. But like, they're not. They don't really understand entirely. They're not like, oh, it has to. But like, I
Yeah.
get you. I'm on
That makes
board.
sense.
I understand. Like, we wouldn't be able to operate without it. And like, I've convinced them to like be okay with it, and like, to help me out, to help us out. But like, there's a reason that I'm the one coming to you. Like, is kind of how I'm doing it. Like, because like,
Yeah.
they're on.
You're the only one willing
they're
to be truthful about it.
understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Everyone else is gonna feel bad about it, but you're here for long.
Yeah, like they're gonna feel bad, but like I know why it has to be done.
I mean, Rosabelle would go too if that's an option on the table.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll go too.
Too, they'd feel bad
Yeah.
about it, but we know what needs to be done.
Yeah. Okay. At the end of the week, probably another week goes by. Each of you get from Klump and Klug specifically are given an extra 3 shillings. In addition, each of you may roll your because you're effectively working, which means that you roll your earnings, which is based on your status. 2 of you are brass 2, which means that you get 4d10 pennies. So you may both roll that. And 2 of you are silver 1, which means that you get 1d10 shillings. Just roll the d10s.
Damn.
Shit.
Damn.
Yay.
We made some money.
Yeah. And then
Let's go.
I don't have like dice on my stuff, so I need to like take
yeah,
it
it's
out.
just /r space 1d10.
Slash R
I will
space.
turn. By the way,
There we go.
If you click the little coin button next to your coins, it will automatically convert everything into the highest possible.
I got 8 shillings.
Wonderful. I have 4
okay.
currently.
I have 12.
You have
I have
8
16.
shillings.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
like
'cause you
40
rolled
something
35.
pennies.
Yeah. Okay. The next week we will start with like actual downtime stuff and talk about that and what that all looks like. But for today, last thing, you were all called to a meeting. To a special assembly in kind of the main area of the guard of the precinct. Captain Pfeffer and Sergeant Klumpenklug, along with a large number of other members of the watch, are there. Captain Pfeffer pulls out a medal with like a blue ribbon and a gold medallion in the center of it, and says, for his swift and daring actions in the defense of Ubersreik, for leading the Bucket Brigade in putting out the fire and selflessly charging into burning buildings to save innocent civilians, for stopping the huge bar brawl with the Altdorf soldiers that could have gone very poorly. We hereby award Sergeant Klumpenklug with this medal, as well as a lovely bonus for his heroism. And she hands him a pouch filled with silver shillings as well.
I clap for him
Abel
and
is
smile in his direction,
very,
like with a nod.
very like, yeah, Sergeant! Woo!
Yeah!
Like,
That's our man!
that's our Sergeant!
That's my sergeant! And he stands up and kind of accepts it, looking, for all intents and purposes, like the perfect humble, slightly, kind of red in the face, a little like embarrassed to being recognized. It says, "It a bit difficult this was while shepherding the new recruits. Still," he kind of balls a fist and holds it up to his heart. "I'll never rest while injustice lurks in Ubersreik. My recruits, I truly believe in them. They've been some of the best recruits that I've had, even though, I couldn't let them go into the fire. It just wouldn't be right, I had to go and save those people on my own. They were ready. If anything happened, I know they would have come in and gotten me. So
Oh,
here's to you." And he,
please
like, raises
hold me
the
back
thing
so
like
I
a
don't
cup.
attack him.
Like it's a
Yes, Sergeant!
I just
I
just
throw
kind
my
of
hat up in the air.
and then winks at y'all.
Yeah,
and then,
Yeah.
Abel
the
winks
ceremony
back.
closes.
Yeah,
and
I
that's-
whistle
That's
for
where
him.
we're gonna end off for tonight.
Yeah.
and dude, I kind of just whisper over to.
No, is Abel's lying to all of you. He's fully in. No,
No, I just kind of
Um,
whisper over to Catherine. In due time, friend. In due time.
One
They
day.
add 150, let's say, experience, because we got through quite a bit today.
Where does that go?
You may click on your sheet. It is on the main page. You'll see experience down at the bottom.
Experience.
Reason for XP and
Session.
and
How do I do that?
Oh.
I think you just click on current.
You click
Maybe click on
total.
experience.
You click total is what I did, and add it to it.
Oh.
So
Oh, okay.
I have like 270 total, and it added 150 to my current. May I
Yes.
request something? That's
Perhaps.
a little different. I don't know how this works, but I would like to have asked the sergeant, as his like lovely little pet, right? If he could teach me how to read and write.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much experience would that be to learn that talent?
Yeah, same. I
Buying
don't want to be illiterate.
illiterate is the norm. Buying a talent is 100 XP.
Yes, but
If
this
it
talent
was
is
one
not
of your
part of my
class
regular
talents.
class. Yes.
Yes. So I will just say that it's the same.
Okay. Wonderful. I'll
He
Okay.
spend
he is
100 then.
covering the difference in being willing to do so. So I will.
Let's see. I can.
I'll
I
drag it
think,
onto your sheet. I can add it.
Do.
Yeah, can
this.
you do the same for me?
So if you're looking on how to change your current XP, what you do
You just go to spent.
You'd go to spend, increase that by 100, yes, and it will automatically take it from.
Does anyone else give a shit about books? Does anyone else want to be a nerd for 100 XP?
Don't
I'm
phrase
fine
it
with
like
being
that. So mean.
Look, if we all learn how to
Talking
read and
about the
write,
other
we're
stuff that you can
so
do with
much
XP.
higher in like in society. Come on.
I mean, I guess I'll be a knight one day, so yeah, I guess I'll fucking read.
Well, your class will eventually have it, anyways.
Oh,
I'm
eventually.
sure.
Okay, fine.
So you don't necessarily have to do it right now if you don't.
Okay,
wish
yeah,
to.
eventually.
Abe goes up to him all sheepish like, and I'm like, "Hey, boss, I want to read. Teach me, please."
I'm like, Dad, could you teach me how to read?
And I'm like,
so
Saj.
the way that XP works, you should also all have access to the reference sheet. Is there one about it? I don't think so.
Well, actually, if you hover over the check
Or
marks for
roll.
skills, it shows how much XP it costs.
That is true.
Yes,
if you hover
that
over
too.
the check marks,
But the way that it works, it is 100 times the level that a talent will be to get a talent. So if you want to move a talent from level 1 to level 2, it is 200 XP. If you want a new talent that is on your sheet there, it is 100 XP. For skills, it is based on the number of total advances that you already have. You can only advance skills that are in your specific class and career.
Yeah.
Those are the ones
You
with
will
the check
notice,
Or the plus, yeah.
you will notice that some of them have pluses and some of them have check marks.
mark.
In order to change careers, which is either take a different career or move up a level in your career, you have to complete your career. And a completed career means in all of those skills, at least at this first level of a career, in all of those skills that you have, and you have +5 advances in all of them. And you have at least one talent from your career, which you all have. So, just so that everyone is aware of how that works.
So
okay,
you have
in
to.
that case, I will put my last 50 XP in endurance and get that check marked.
Okay.
Which also puts me to 40, into the 40s for that.
Okay.
I don't know if that changes anything.
It's based on the number of advances that you have.
Yes, but
The
well, it's
amount.
become a check marks. It was 10 for each, is what it was.
Yes.
And now it's 15. Now that I've hit the check.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can also you can increase
what I meant
your
was I didn't
attributes as
remember if endurance.
How much is attributes?
It's 25 if they're a plus.
And if they're
Yeah.
not?
If
You
I mean, if,
cannot.
30.
yeah, you cannot. They're plus or nothing. But so if I get 50 more XP, I can up Charm Animal to where it needs to be. And then if I don't care about Hardy or Strider, I could level up.
So
Correct.
Because I have a
Correct.
talent that I bought when I started the game. That was not one that was given to me.
You can. So the way that it works is you must have completed your career, which means that you have mastered your current vocation. You have to have a number of advances equal to 5 times the level of the career. So y'all are all career level 1, so it's 5.
Yeah.
In all
Every
of the career
skill.
levels characteristics.
Yes.
And in 8 of the career levels skills. You also have to have at least 1 talent from your current career level.
So I only
it's the
have
characteristics as well.
2 in strength, 1 in toughness, and 2 in dex. Gotcha. So it'll be a little bit, but my skills are.
It'll be a little bit.
I spent 40
Um,
XP on increasing gossip twice.
Wonderful.
Great. You don't care about trying to get higher in your career?
I don't super get it.
Well, that's how you quote unquote level up.
So
how
you're currently a river.
Uh-huh.
What
do I have to spend XP on to level up then?
Yes, let me grab it. Hang on.
Also,
so as
give me a moment. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna go into the room and just show her.
Well, I can also do this.
Okay.
You should be able to see this. Oh, it did not put in what I wanted it to put in. But over on the left, if you scroll down, number 45 is River Woman. So if you click on River Woman,
for some reason won't.
Oh, okay. No. I don't know why.
There we go. I spent all of my XP.
Yeah, same.
Who's a River Warden?
A different career.
I need 60 more XP, and then I technically am able to go to Silver too.
If you haven't spent all of the. That is if you've already gotten the main things, yeah.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah.
We do this in
have
a bit.
Have you gotten all of the mains? Like.
My mains, I need.
All of your characteristics.
I need 2 more in weapon skill, and then I'm done with that.
No, your mains.
Your characteristics need that too.
Your characteristics need 5 advances as well.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you still need 2 in weapon skill, which is a characteristic.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You need 1 more in consume alcohol, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's why I said I need 60.
I don't think you've bought. Which talent did you buy?
Wasn't it menacing that we did?
I think menacing, yeah, because there are 4 for each class.
Oh yeah, and I got 2. So yeah, you're really close.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, if we're done, I'll end stream.
I'm actually close to leveling up as well. I just need like 2 more in toughness.
To all of you watching the stream, bye.
Fuck you. And for everyone on my end, thanks so much for joining.
You don't deserve an outro.
So then, basically, once we, once
I decided to go for an additional talent, so that's why I'm not as close.
Yes.
I could actually do.
Sorry.
So for everyone in in chat, thank you so much for joining in for the D&D session. I hope everyone liked it. If you did, let me know. We're gonna do this every Saturday. I hope that everyone liked Catherine. I'm having fun with Catherine a lot. So, yeah, that's it for everyone here. Hope you all have a lovely night, and I will see you all Monday. I don't know if people are still here. Oh, I had 4 people watching. Damn. Alright, chat. Be safe. Be happy. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all Monday. Good night.